Said you see, said you hear, said you know. Said you see, said you hear, said you know. Say what, say what, say what, say what, say what, say.
Thank you so much for joining. Oh my God, two of my bestest friends in the world. Tonight is Girl Talk Night, and we're going to talk about any and everything. I mean, we're going to be very transparent. We're not going to hold anything back. We're going to laugh.
Transparency.
We're just going to have fun. So the first topic, I don't want to be too raw in the beginning. I'm gonna just kind of work my way up to that point because y'all already know what I want to talk about, right?
Right.
But
I don't know.
yeah, I know I want to talk about sex. Like I want to get right into it. But
My friend, Lord.
Let's get right
I'm gonna
to the sex.
No, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait to the end for that. But let's talk about like, well, Viola's the only one that's single, but like, what is your ideal? Like, what is the perfect date? Like, what would be your ideal perfect date?
Is Fatima going first?
So,
I mean, I could come up with some stuff for a perfect date. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about the perfect date, Fatima. What is it?
You know what? I just honestly think that the perfect date is like your guy, partner, whoever, just thinking about all the things that you enjoy doing. Like, it could not mean nothing to them, but if they know you like the beach, walking on the beach could be like a nice date. If they know you like a city scene or something, a rooftop dinner could be a perfect date. I just think it just goes back to the person that you with, like knowing you and knowing what will kind of like get that fire brewing, like get you excited. So that's what I think, like the perfect, not no thing in particular, but kind of on an individual basis.
Okay.
I think beach walks are nice.
Yeah, but you gotta like the beach though. You can't like not like the beach and then somebody take you on the beach and you talking about the sand and between your toes and
I don't like the sand.
Look, see how you like the beach?
How is that an ideal date
No,
for
I
you
said
then?
beach walks are nice, but I don't have to go on one. Like I don't want the sand in my
So
feet.
that's not your ideal date.
No, it's not. But I'm just saying they're nice. Like that's nice.
Yeah. See, I like the beach, and I stay at the beach, but I've never had a date at the beach. So, So, husband, if you listening to this podcast, let's pull up to the beach, bro.
But I'm sure y'all been to the beach together. You just didn't care to go
With the
on the
kids.
beach. We was
With the
at the beach
kids.
and nobody went on the beach.
But it was with the kids. It was with the kids, so it's not as romantic. Like we not holding hands, looking in each other's eyes and kissing and feeling up on each other. We kind of being like, don't go in the water. Come back over here. I can't, it's not, it's different.
So you like romance too?
I do, but I don't. Kind of like, I like gestures, but I'm not like all over me all the time person. Like, no, I'm good. I like to fart. I'm gassy all the time. So, I like to be able to like let them go. And I don't like to do that in front of, because they be looking at you all crazy. Because I be looking at him all crazy. So I know sometimes he be looking at me all crazy. And I know if I just start like farting and letting him go, he's gonna really like be disgusted. So
that's not romance.
He all over me.
Well,
All over me.
Sorry. I don't like nobody all over me either. But I guess for
perfect date.
me, I'm not like the super romance girl. Like I ain't really with all that all the time. But I think an ideal date is definitely not a date that I've had, and honestly, I haven't done a lot of dates. But anyway, I'm kind of an adventurous person. So if I was gonna, an ideal date to me is to do something that I have not done. You know, going to dinner, movies. You know, very general stuff like that. Bowling. That stuff is pretty. That shit pretty norm. But I'd rather do something I haven't done, like I don't know, rock climbing. I
What
always
about
want to.
dinner
I
on a
always
yacht?
want.
On a date?
What about dinner
Yeah,
on a
like I would
yacht?
want to do something fun. I feel like sometimes when you're just like at dinner, it could be real. It could be real uptight. Particularly, it depends on how well you know the person. But I'd rather do something like fun because I like to have fun. Like I would rather do something really fun than just all that. Because if you don't really know the person, you're getting to know them. Like I don't know if all that romance is really gonna be like there initially. Like what date is this? Like is this? It could be. So I feel like if you're doing something kind of fun, it kind of gets you, it takes that awkwardness away. So I like fun shit. Y'all know that.
So are you thinking about like dating before you get serious or
Yeah,
dating
maybe. Yeah, before you
after?
get like really, really serious, because of course eventually they're gonna really know you. They're gonna know what you like. But
Yeah.
I think a guy I would like is a guy who's kind of adventurous like me. I like thrill type things a little bit. So yeah. Like I mean, not now because of COVID, but honestly, it's like fun for me would be like going to like Six Flags and getting on roller coasters because I like shit like that. Like it's fun.
Mm.
I'm a
Well,
child of
just
home.
take me to Six Flags and give me some elephant ears and some fun, okay? And
No
let
thank
me
you.
walk around and look at you on a roller coaster.
That's not fun.
Well, y'all know I'm romantic. I want the romance.
We
Oh
know.
my God, we know.
I
We
want to
know.
do a nice. First of all, I want you to pick me up.
Mm.
Open the door
Okay.
for me. Like I want nice music playing when I get in. If you surprise me with some roses, that'll be nice.
What kind of nice music? Like, set the vibe. What song you
Nice
listening to?
R&B music.
Mm.
I'm like her.
Yeah, like her,
Yeah.
Tevin Campbell, Can We Talk?
Yes, that's my
Some
jam.
Blackstreet, some Jodeci, some girl, you can even give me some Keith Sweat. We could go back to Freddie Jackson, You Are My Lady, like just setting it up. We go to a really nice restaurant, we have really good conversation, and you present me with a gift.
What is this with you and
First of all,
gifts?
I knew it was
Present me
coming.
with a gift?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Look,
I knew it was.
This always present me with a gift.
my perfect date.
Well, go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
It doesn't have to be anything extravagant or anything like that. It could be a nice pen. It could be, something simple, but just
Like a writing pen? Like
I like pens, I like socks. Like it could be something simple. It doesn't have to be diamonds or anything like that. But just something to say, hey, I thought about you. Present me with a nice gift. That's nice. And if you don't, that's fine too.
okay, sis.
Oh, so your husband does things like that? Like
Get them
y'all go on
socks
dates
in that
and
pen, girl.
surprise you with a little gift?
No.
But
after he hear this, he's going to.
So he's never. I think he's done some sweet things before like that. Like oh my God, I think he has.
He has. He's been. He's probably been sweet before. I'm sure he has. I don't know. He probably has. I mean, we said we were being transparent. Look, I'm not gonna be on here lying. He might have I don't know. But anyway, let's get off.
Well, some people just are not that type of person. Sometimes people just don't know, so you kind of gotta coach them into those things.
Well, I think this is probably the second time this has come up on a podcast. So if he's listening. So
Yeah.
next time we do go out, he's definitely gonna have roses with the music that and
The music.
Yep, he's definitely going.
So you want a movie?
I do.
Well, do you think men naturally just look at certain things and be like, "Oh, that remind me of my baby. Let me go ahead and buy that for them."
I think there are men like that, but I don't feel like all
The
are not.
majority of men. I know all of them are not because mine is not. So
Some men are like that. I mean, I'm not gonna say. I know some girls who have told me their partners think like that, who will just, pick things up for them. Like they'll just they might have said they like something and it comes in the mail, like, or
like
things that they like, they just think, yeah. I do have a couple friends who say
that's
things like that.
romantic.
It doesn't really pay attention to those things.
Now that's romantic.
It is.
Yeah.
That goes back to my thing. Just listening to your partner, just getting to know them, know what they like, because a lot of this stuff we can buy for ourselves, but sometimes you just looking at things and you be like, "Oh, that's really nice. Like I would love to have this Keurig in my kitchen." 40/40 club. What a cute.
You want a cure?
Oh my goodness.
I love to have that nice
But that is nice. Like,
Keurig
I mean,
with
and honestly, somebody just told me that today, and they act like, I was like, wow, that's really nice. And they were like, but they feel like that should be normal. Like, they feel like that's just what's happening in relationships. And I said, that's not normally, that doesn't happen to everybody. Like, it could be anything. It could be like, I think one time this particular person told me like they might have just like created a shopping bag like on Nordstrom or something and like had it saved. And he saw it and he just checked it out and ordered all the stuff. Like, yeah, that was.
I'm gonna try that tonight.
That's what Meg the Stallion said. She said, if you want to be my boyfriend, pay for everything in my shopping cart.
Let me try that tonight, and I'm gonna leave like a little sticky.
Just leave it up. Yeah, leave it up. Don't
I'm gonna leave a little sticky on the mirror in the bathroom and say, "Hey, go to the computer." And then I'm gonna leave a sticky on the computer and say, "Click on the Nordstrom tab."
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna say, "Now, what you do after this point is totally up to you."
Now you giving a lot of instructions.
Hey, he don't go to the computer that often, so I gotta tell him to go ahead and go over there.
If you go and check your shopper cart and it said that, you see the receipt like your stuff has already been purchased, that would just be so awesome.
That's nice, right?
That's sexy.
That is sexy.
Pretty nice. I think that's
not saying it's all about gifts. It's just that thought about you just being like, she want this. I know she want it. I'm gonna go ahead and get it for her.
I'm gonna go ahead and get it. That's dope.
That's nice.
I would like that. That's
sexy.
That is.
That's a major turn on for me. I'm sorry. It is.
It's nice.
Like I would hook you up. I would definitely hook you up.
Yeah.
I would hook you up. You deserve that. You take care of me, I take care of you. I like, what I'm saying? It's all about what you like. I like gifts, right? And like I said, everything doesn't have to be expensive and extravagant.
Girl, I had to drink out the bottle on that one.
So if you take care of me, I take care of you. You don't require gifts. You require sex. You might want, some little whatever. But you take care of me, I'm going to take care of you. But if you ain't taking care of me, then I'm going to just be like, okay. It's a two-way street.
It is.
Yeah. That's a nice gesture, though.
I'm in the reciprocity.
I like what I like. It ain't my fault we don't like the same thing. Not saying I don't like sex, because I do. I love it. But I will make it extra good.
Why do you have to say that? You meant to say, I love it.
I love it. Y'all know I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I do not.
You don't love it?
No, I could do without.
You think it's because after the kids?
I don't don't want to blame it on the kids because I feel like it's not just the kids, Don't get me wrong, like it's I like it a lot, but it has to be. I guess, like I said, I'm a mental person, so it's kind of like if I've been working all day, if I'm tired, if I'm just burnt out, work, kids, life, pandemic, everything. I just don't want to get humped on like at the end of the night, like, like like. Like I would prefer like
Club, ladies and gentlemen.
Humped on?
I don't want to get humped on, like humped on and shit. I just think like like just you coming home and you being like, damn, look at my baby over there tired. Let me pick these damn toys up. Let me go in here and put these dishes in the dishwasher. Let me clean this kitchen up right quick. Fuck around and get off that chair and go in that kitchen and see that kitchen clean. Now I might get excited because I feel like that will make me feel like I said, I'm going back to mental thing. That make me feel like you really seeing what's going on around you. Mm-hmm. So that'll turn me on sexually, like make me wanna wanna get it on. But if I got to clean that goddamn kitchen and pick up them goddamn toys, then eat after everybody done ate, then go get in the damn bed and you talk about put your leg up or something. I'm gonna be like, No.
What you're saying, I totally get it.
But okay, so now that we on that, okay, we got 2 married women on the other thing. But I mean, a single person can answer this question too. How do y'all feel about like the thing about, when you married, you're not supposed to like deny your husband sex? How do y'all feel about that?
You not.
I mean, what is a deny?
Nigga, I'm tired.
I know, but
no,
biblically, you're not supposed to ever deny your husband unless you're, doing the cleansing of your body, which is your menstrual cycle. But
I mean, I think the Bible is pretty dated, and
don't say that about the Bible. No.
But I mean, I'm not saying that the word is not true, but I mean saying not to deny your husband. Like, I think in biblical times, what kind of jobs did women have? Like now, women have different types of careers where they're even no matter if you're working, you have your own business, or you work a 9 to 5. You're at work 8 hours out of the day. But you're taking care of things too. They're not housewives waiting for you to get home to serve you sex. So I just don't deny if I'm not in the mood, because sex is not necessarily about. I mean, I guess sometimes maybe you're not in the mood. Y'all just want to please your husband or whatever. But I mean, I kind of feel like sex should be about both people. If I'm not even in the mood, I'm not into it. Why do you even want to have sex with me? Like, you should not even want it. Like,
I just want to get their rocks off. But to me, it's not like I said, I love sex. I do. But like, just like Ty was saying, like, it is mental too. Like, like start, in the morning, like when we get up, like, start trying to get me there. Don't just, we go through the day, then all of a sudden we get in the bed and you're ready to have sex. Like, no, get me there. Like, make, foreplay doesn't always have to be physical, but foreplay me until it's time to go to bed and I'm even more ready. Not just, I'm catching hell all during the day with the kids, working, businesses, cleaning up. Quincy does a lot of the cooking, but all this other stuff. And then we get in the bed and it's like you poking, like, bruh,
Poking.
Like, you poking me, like, bruh. Like, I'm not feeling it. Although I really love sex. But
Hey, you sleep? Hey, you sleep, babe? I'm like, Look, edit that part.
Girl, he don't even say nothing. He just be poking and rubbing. And I'm like, if I was asleep, you woke me up. If you cared that I was asleep, you wouldn't be doing all of that.
Oh God, that is so funny.
It is. Like, sometimes I just be getting to sleep. And it's like, I'm like, are you serious? Bro, you for real? You serious?
Girl
Yeah,
talk, honey.
I
Girl
don't,
talk.
honey, if people like to come from biblically about what you should do, we are not living by the Bible. So quick cut that. Like, we can't live by the Bible on just some things.
Why
We
am I
are
taking
we
all
are
this
striving.
picture?
We are striving. We are striving, Viola. So okay, so now that since we somehow we got on sex, I don't know. Somehow somebody brought it up. How
Because you had said, and then we ended up saying.
so how often is enough for you? Like I can
Well,
have sex
y'all already
every
kind
day.
of heard my answer. Like,
I can do it every day.
every day?
No, not every day. I don't want nobody to have sex with me every day.
I'm telling y'all, since I turned probably like 30, I think like 33, like I don't know what's going on, but it's like all like
But
Every
isn't it like when you get
Like
older?
full sex, like all it got to be like
Full
intercourse.
sex? What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I mean, like, it got to be intercourse. It's a lot of things you can do sexually that don't involve like.
oh I want hardwood.
So you got to have the full grown act every day.
I could do
No.
it every day. I could definitely do it every day.
Sometimes I just want to lay back and be pleased. I don't want to reciprocate it.
Okay, boss lady.
Right. No, I could do it every day.
Oh God, no.
Hey,
I just
tonight.
like.
Seriously. I could do it every day.
Mm-mm.
And sometimes multiple times.
Look, after
Every
about
day.
3 days, I'm good. Like, I'm
There is
running.
something going on. I don't know
I'm
what it
hiding.
is. Something going
I'm
on.
hiding. I'm hiding in the closet behind the coats.
For what? Because you don't want to
After
give it
3
up.
days, stop. After 3 days, leave me alone. I'm hiding.
7 days.
Look, I'm behind the coats like, y'all think
That's a
he's
lot.
I could do it every day.
7 days every day, chemo? Mm-mm.
I'm telling y'all something.
My doctor would be like, what happened to you? What's going on down there?
Oh my goodness. I don't do it every day, of course, several times a day, but I get the urge several times a day. Y'all don't?
I mean, I can feel like that. I'm not married, so I don't have anybody here with me every day. So I'm not rejecting sex. Like when it's available, I'm gonna do it. But
But do you get the urge every day? Like
not every single day.
Mm-mm.
something wrong with y'all.
I think my life's so busy. You know, the crazy thing about it is, I think I'm so busy sometimes to, I don't want to say it don't cross my mind, but it don't cross my mind.
Every
If
day.
that makes sense.
Like it's on my
So
mind.
even how, because your life seems like it could be a little busier than mine.
Very, very busy, but I think about it every day.
Well,
think
you
about
know what? You
every
might be a sex addict.
Right. You need to go to a retreat.
I do
You need
not
to go
to
to.
a retreat.
I know somebody who went to one of those, and I think
You need to
sound
go.
like a
You
candidate.
need to go do a checklist thing to
Right.
see like.
To think about the one to have sex every day and to think about sex every day, like that's a lot of thinking.
It really is.
But sex is a stress reliever though. Like if I'm having a busy day or if I had a stressful day, like sex will bring me down.
Oh, okay. Well, since you say it like that, then that's probably why you think about sex
Yep.
when you get
Stress.
like stressed.
Like if I get really overwhelmed, like of course I do.
Because you already associated sex being a stress reliever for you. So if you are always busy and if you have high levels of stress, then if sex is a stress reliever for you, then that's why it always cross your mind. It's not for me. You know, I might burn some calories. You know, I'm trying to get my stomach, stomach flat,
Suckage.
you
Flat.
know.
We working
But,
on it.
but as far as like a stress reliever, I wouldn't even put that in the same sentence for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just get online and place an order.
I mean, I like.
That's real stimulating for me, honestly. Like just to sit there and like scroll and be like, ugh, it's a great relief.
That's how I am about being able to do my makeup without my daughter like saying I want to put on that or help me. Just being able to have makeup like by myself or just reading a blog or looking at a tutorial on something in the beauty industry. Now that is kind of, you know, that's a stress reliever. Because I normally don't have that kind of time to actually just sit and just do things like that.
What's that?
So,
Sometimes it don't take. You ain't gotta rock it all night every time.
see, that's what I'm saying. See, me and Viola, like, we here. We needed them other two girls on this girl talk tonight because they could get with you with
Yeah.
that. See here, I'm a little
I
different, set up a little different when it comes to that. Like
I mean, I enjoy it, but I ain't thinking about it every
But
day.
y'all know what?
Good
My mom
question.
is like this though. Y'all know my
Oh,
mom.
for real?
One, yeah, she could do it 3 times in one day.
I don't want to think about
At
mama.
61, right? So,
I
Yeah,
don't want to think about mama
don't
Diane
stop repeating
doing
that.
it 3 times a day.
but I'm just saying, like, I think that has a lot to do with it. Like, she's very.
You think that's in your DNA?
I think it's in my DNA.
Wow. Okay.
And that's your story.
Where is the science behind that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know why, but I love it. Like, and y'all know, like, if you say watch a certain movie, I'd be like, is there sex in it? You'd be like, no.
Cause and I always call you a perv.
I'm not
Like, why are you looking for the sex scene? Like 16-year-olds, like, is it a sex
not just any sex scene, like
Perv.
love making scenes, like nice love making scenes. I love those. Like, I love the passion. You know, like, that's my thing. Like, I love.
So do you watch movies like that with your partner, and when you when a scene like that comes on, are you hoping that scene turn you guys on to do something after the movie? Or are you looking at it and does it make you like uncomfortable? Not uncomfortable, but
It makes me uncomfortable. I like it.
no, I mean okay, so say it could be one of those nights, Viola, don't laugh. Say it could be one of those nights, right? And I think Viola know where I'm getting at. And say you're watching a movie and it got some strong
Like, does it get you hot and bothered?
Like being Mary Jane or
now you know that was girl. You know
now being Mary Jane, that's different because I watched those episodes a lot.
Listen, or Power.
They
Or
have
Power.
the best sex scenes, especially the one on Being Mary Jane where they was in the shower at the gym. I will watch that several times.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you watching that with him, like, do you be like, after this movie, I hope, you know.
It don't even got to be after the movie, but if we watching it and then we catch let's go.
Yeah, I'll be sitting there like, damn, I hope you don't want to do that tonight.
No, I'll be like, let's go. Like, let's go.
Look, I'm tired, but I can watch a movie, but I'm tired.
Oh my God.
Look, I might need some medication.
That girl said, I hope you don't want to do that.
Edit that part out too. Edit that part out.
That is nuts.
I have to turn up these next couple of months to make up for this damn podcast.
No matter how much you watch, like, scenes like that, it don't
be like that.
If you try to do that, it don't work out like that.
Yeah, because you're not watching it. It's different if you was on camera and you actually go back and look at it. It might be like that, but you starring in the movie, so it ain't gonna feel like how it's gonna feel from you watching it.
But that shit is staged. You know how many times they did that to make it look like that?
Get that, but still, it's
Somebody,
different than
like,
being the star in the movie than
you gotta be
watching
a
it
real
from the
good actor and
sideline.
actress. I could not do it. I couldn't do it. They would have to get me out of there. I couldn't do it.
So you mean to tell me you couldn't
Oh my God.
do a stage sex scene like
With
fake?
Ghost? With Ghost?
First of all, that's not that man's name,
I
okay?
know, but I'm just saying, like,
Get his name together,
I
Omari.
know that was the name of my toy. His name was Ghost. I had to throw it away because I was addicted to it. So if I had to see, I couldn't.
They are addictive. You have to take a break from them because
Yes,
you
I
get
had
too
to,
used to that.
I don't know when the last time I had a toy.
girl. Less
I
than
need a
30
new one.
seconds. When I had less than 30 seconds, I'm talking about one day in the shower. I thought I was gonna. I was on my, about to be on my knees. It had just took everything inside of me.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my phone. What the name of that one was? What's the name? The
I
what?
thought it was called Sugar Pop or
Sugar
something.
Pop. That's what it was. It's called Sugar Pop.
That's
And
the
it had,
name?
yes, it had a different settings, and it had beads on the inside, and it would vibrate.
And they be moving.
Girl,
Sugar Pop.
that was the name of it. It's pink. Look it up.
Honey, if you get any of the ones with the beads.
Life. Yavala was with
I
me.
cannot.
Yavala know all about those toys. Like, she gave
I
me the whole
do.
tour in the store. Girl,
Yeah,
that Sugar Pop. Because, like I said,
I
would
do.
use it all the time. Like, I would use Sugar Pop a couple times a day, like sneak. Like, without my husband knowing. Like, I would, not that he wasn't pleasing me, but I just used to want to, like,
Because you a sex addict. That's why.
I had to throw
You
it away.
need AA. What is it? Sex
Hi, my name is
Anonymous.
Shakima,
Sex.
and I love sex.
sex.
Yeah, because you overusing your toy.
I
You
did.
gonna you wore the toy out.
I did. I had to throw it away. That toy probably was so happy when I threw it out. It probably took a deep
Oh,
breath.
I mean, they
Because
are
it
pretty
didn't
magical
take
though.
long. Less than 30 seconds.
It's so quick, and like then when you get with somebody and it doesn't happen as quick, it's kind of like it was
You had to
But
throw
not
the
only
toy
is it
out.
quick, it's very intense.
tense.
I'm talking about like,
I don't want no parts.
Like it becomes your best friend.
that toy had so many Delta miles.
Wait, so you traveled with it?
Yes.
I would take mine.
I feel green as hell on this goddamn podcast
And my
tonight.
mama would be like, "What you gonna do if they check your bags and you gotta
So that's not against the law.
travel with it?" I said, "I'm gonna miss my flight because I'm not leaving it. We're gonna
Just
have to
order
figure
them.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, but it take a while to get them.
I cannot. I'm about to look up this thing.
Sugar Pop.
Yeah, but you got to go in and out with them because you'll be addicted to that feeling.
Will, because it's so, like I would say, it's so quick
It's intense.
and it's so intense. Like, I'm talking about, like, have you there just like stuck, like
Whew.
you just smoked like 2 blunts, like,
Ooh,
Nah,
Lord.
sis.
I'm serious, like you just sitting there like you so mellow, like.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
it's a stress reliever. Now that you having a bad day.
Now I can see that being a stress reliever because you don't have to put a whole lot into it. You don't care how you look. You don't care, like, you just get into
And you gonna get yours regardless.
Well, yeah.
You're gonna get it.
You gonna get yours first. You ain't gonna be disappointed,
Mhm.
right? You ain't gonna hear the excuse about, oh, it was so wet. That's why.
Yeah, it's. I don't know why. I don't even know why men even say that.
We need to walk. Look, I don't even know the words.
Wait a minute, because that's a common excuse.
Why do people say that?
Let's talk about this.
So wait, so that's an excuse?
If they
Why they quit?
first, yeah, why it was so quick? Well, it was because it was so wet.
What? So it's supposed to be.
Could have been.
Okay, bro. Well, if you know it's gonna be wet, it's because it's wet. Like, make sure I get mine first. What's so hard about that?
It takes longer for women.
Whether you
Like
talk about
men,
baseball or
Cause like goes back. It's a mental thing. Like
it definitely is.
we gotta
You gotta
know.
get your headspace right so that you can beat them.
but I'm gonna tell you what. Now I'm gonna tell you what work would get you every time. If you doing missionary and you kind of like arch up, like you laying down, but you arch like y'all can't really see, but like the waist part.
I'm trying to.
If you
Yeah,
arch,
because it's a lot of friction. Like
yeah,
when you
if
all
arch,
that.
you'll get it every time. Every single time you will get it.
That might be why I got this bulge in my back, in my skirt. Y'all laughing, but listen, stop, because I got a bulge in my spine,
In your spine.
in my thoracic area of my spine, between my T7 and my T8.
You think from arching your back?
It could be, because you know you keep that arch so you catch that cramp.
You might be arching too much. You need to arch just enough. Like you no, you ain't gotta be like this, but you just need to arch it up just a little bit.
Listen, I'm joking, but listen, seriously now, I do medically stated, I do have this issue, and I cannot figure out like how. Like, I don't remember any real injuries. Like how, and then the area, even the doctors is saying it's a rare area to have a bulge. Like most people have bulges in their spines, like at low back. Mine is in the middle. So wait, so describe this position again, because you know it might be sounding a little familiar.
You just arching, just like say this is like you just need to
So
arch.
you creating a space in between your back and the bed.
Yeah, just a little bit, not a lot. Just like maybe like that, like just a little bit, enough to where, like Vala said, the friction and they're rubbing against that spot.
So wait, so is your legs like your feet flat up or your feet up like this?
No, you still doing missionary, like you still missionary. You just arching up, just a little bit, like it's coming from your hips, like you just. It's all coming.
But you can do that with your legs up and with your legs down. What you mean?
I'm just saying missionary. I ain't talking about all that legs up and legs down, because.
Well, isn't that missionary?
Not all the way up in the air like that.
No, that's not missionary.
Missionary is like flat. Like
you're laying down. Like
missionary is flat. See, you freaky.
Yeah.
First of all, hold up.
Put your legs up.
No. I just thought that missionary was just on your back.
No, missionary is flat, and I love missionary. I love missionary.
Wait, missionary is not flat.
Yes, missionary is flat. That's why they call it missionary.
Because you on your back, but your legs is either up like this.
No, that's a different kind of. Google it, Paula. That's a different. That I don't think that's called missionary. Missionary.
Share your screen right now.
I think missionary.
I'm about to show it to you.
And I love missionary because.
Well, I don't know what it is then.
I love the passion. Like I said, I love the passion, the foreplay, the kissing.
It's pretty intimate.
Like, I love that. Now.
So y'all love kissing?
I love kissing. But if you want to punish me, then flip me over and from the back. But I love missionary.
Wait a minute. What did you do?
Viola, do not ask her to repeat.
Do it again.
I'll text you later.
Like, I don't like it from the back.
It's not my favorite.
What's your favorite?
You know, honestly, I like it from the back, but I like it in a lazy way.
Why would you want to?
Oh, I get you.
You know, like you're more laid down.
Like flat back.
Like I like flat back.
So you don't throw it back?
I mean, you can move.
No, I ain't say move. I said throw it back. Like,
Yeah, you can move. Like you can throw it. I mean, I guess
Where is my champagne
but you
at?
can.
I
You
need
can.
anything, but like
Randy, close your ears.
I know.
Close your ears,
Don't
Randy.
and don't let Daddy listen to this and cover Cheeks' ears. I'm talking about like throwing it back, like kind of like dipping on it and. We having too much fun.
It's still not my favorite.
What's your favorite, sis?
I do like it. I like it the lazy way though.
She like it from the back, just the lazy way. What's your favorite position, Taisha?
So
I like the side.
you know what? I kind of like the scissor, like
Mm.
where one of my legs is like right here,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is like right here on the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, you know. So yeah, that's me right there. But I gotta be where I can help out a little bit while and I'm, up in my city like, whoa, hey, yeah.
So okay, let me ask this. Where's like what's the craziest place you've ever done it at? Like just like
Girl, I ain't excited like that. I ain't exciting like that. About Ola, because I'm
what's the craziest place?
I mean, what you consider crazy?
Like in a restaurant.
crazy.
Restaurant bathroom.
That's crazy?
No, I'm just saying, like that was probably in the restaurant bathroom.
Oh, I got one. But see, the last time I did like a girls talk type of thing, and the stuff that I said was like, "Ugh." Look, it was so exciting to me.
To you, like I guess everybody.
Honey, them girls was looking at me like, sis, that ain't freaky. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
I think I would be like that too because I don't feel like anything that outlandish. I mean, like.
I mean, if you do it like in a like.
I mean, I've been like
at the pool at an apartment complex, like in the pool at an apartment complex, like
apartment complex at the pool. That's cute.
Yeah.
No comment.
Or like I think in a restaurant bathroom, I think that's cool.
That is.
I've never done it on the airplane. I want to.
Like a private jet or
You'll get your ass put off the plane.
Or domestic or private jet.
You could get your ass put off the plane. That's what's gonna happen.
No private, like a private jet.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
I'm about to say.
I'm about to say too, sis. You going home? They about to land that joke in the next. Whatever city is open to
a private flight, like that would
y'all getting escorted off the plane. Look, you and Quincy like right here.
Ain't gonna be on social media.
They putting y'all off.
I know.
I'm be like, look at Quincy hiding his face.
You can't hardly mess around with these planes anymore though, because
I was like messing with Shakima.
Private. It's gotta be private. How about in a movie theater?
That's pretty. I think that's kind of like a normal spot.
I think normal.
I mean, because I feel like kids be getting it in at the movie theater. I don't really feel like that's just so outlandish and freaky. Like,
how could you do it at a movie theater though?
It's dark. I mean, and sometimes movie theaters it's empty.
It's filled with germs.
Paula, you
so are bathrooms.
I don't even recognize you right now.
And so, I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't in the movie theater. I didn't say that. But I'm saying bathrooms.
It sounds like you're talking from experience.
Public bathrooms are filthy.
No, the movie theater is filthy.
And so are public restrooms.
I ain't going to no public restroom doing nothing.
It was clean. It was very clean.
It was, oh, please.
That bathroom it was very clean.
It's still a bathroom that countless people had used.
Yeah, but
I ain't. I'm
you don't
good
have to
on
take
that.
all your clothes off. You just pull it to the side, wham, bam, bam, carry up.
I gotta take a shower first.
I was already showered.
I'm just saying, you rode in a car, you sat there through your romantic date and received your gift and got all wet and funky and stank and was sitting there. Then you go in the bathroom, it's like, what?
You're really thinking hard about that.
I
I
know.
do
You just gotta like just go for it. Just go in the
have
bathroom,
OCD.
pull your dress
I
and your
might be a little OCD.
I'm OCD too, but you carry Clorox wipes and stuff like that. Like he
So hold on. So you about to do some freaky shit in a nasty ass public bathroom, and you
no,
saying,
if
hold
the bathroom is
on a
very
minute.
nasty.
Let-
No, if the
You
Hold
bathroom
gonna
is
on.
get the
very nasty,
Clorox
I don't
wipes?
need you using it.
Look, hold on.
Girl, nobody ain't been carrying around all that long time ago when this clearly
Look.
occurred.
No,
Ain't nobody been carrying around Clorox wipes.
no, I always carry wipes, not Clorox wipes, but like down there kind of wipes. Like I always carry those in my pocket. You can wipe the toilet off, put a toilet.
Viola,
toilet
she
cover-
was not doing this. She was not in there talking
No,
about.
I'm not saying I did, but you put the toilet seat cover over it. He sit down, take his jammy out, and you pull your stuff to the side and you ride it. That's it.
In the germy bathroom. All
Oh,
I'm
where my bottle
saying is
at?
the bathroom is still
Hotel
germy.
bathrooms. How you know hotel bathrooms that clean?
Because I'm
They
cleaning
not
them when I get there.
everything got germs, is
You
my
just
point.
need to just shut up and just go in there and do it.
Everything got
Wipe the
germs.
stuff down and Clorox wipes and have the sanitation people come in.
Everything got
Go
germs.
in that
Y'all went
pull
in on
them
the movie
to
theater.
the side and get that man some. That's what you need to do.
You went in on the movie theater. All I'm saying is germs everywhere.
I never did
That's
it
my
in
only
the movie
point.
theater bathroom before. That was your thing.
You said in the movie theater, not in the movie theater bathroom, girl.
I'm talking about in the restaurant bathroom. That restaurant bathroom was very clean.
What restaurant was it? Never mind.
Do you remember?
Look, I'll tell you if it was clean or not, or if it wasn't if it was an illusion. Which one? The one on the east side? Wait, the one on the east side or the south side? I'll tell you which one was nasty or not.
Moving right along.
Now we want to move on.
Y'all not about to stress me out. Okay,
now we moving.
When and I know we're gonna get back to sex anyway. But okay, let me ask y'all this.
Okay.
Because I hear this a lot. When guys, I wish we would have had a guy on here.
We can get one on here. You want me to tell somebody to join on here?
Yes, because I want to know, like, if a woman is independent, why do she have to ask for anything? And everybody may not experience this, but just because you know she got it,
I ain't gonna call D. He gonna get on here and be like, wait a minute, hold up, what?
because why you can't
Not for that question.
leave something on the dresser or
The dresser?
I hear a lot of women, no, not after sex. I'm just saying in relationships. Like I talk to a lot of women every day. Every day I talk to women and men, but I hear a lot of the same complaints from women, even like on social media. Like you see women posting like, what's so hard about saying, here, baby, here go a couple $100, go do something nice for yourself, or, go do this or go do that. Like, why do I even have to ask? Or then if I ask you for something, why you gotta know why I need it? Like, just give it to me because you feel like I got it. So you ain't got to look out for me. But I feel like whether I got it or not, you still should have to look out for me. Like I hear a lot of women like talk about that. Like guys are so stingy.
Married or single?
Both. Like single meaning
that
dating
problem when I was single.
boyfriend.
When I was single, I didn't have that type of issue. I didn't. When I was single, when I was single, so yeah, when I was single, yeah. It was
when you were single.
when I was single,
you were.
just those type
You
of,
got guys who were open to, helping you out. It
because they
wasn't an
were
issue there.
still trying to, get their number one spot with me. You know what I mean? Like, like maybe we weren't as committed to each other. Maybe we were just dating or just having a good time traveling, doing different things. So it was that whining and dining, part that was always like exciting when you're dating, if you got a guy that's, kind of free with money, or they see that you need something, baby, you need some tires on your car, your little tire look a little bald in the front, let me send you to my people and get you some new tires, little stuff like that. But that was, single life. So single life is different when you have men trying to pursue you or trying to like lock it down, trying to make you their number one. They'll go beyond and beyond and beyond. Now that's not every woman's story, okay?
Oh, it sure is
Because
not.
I do know some women that will get balled up for nothing. You know what I mean when I say balled up for nothing. And not saying you have to get something, but at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't be sitting in the dark. Your light shouldn't be going off. Your car note, you shouldn't be hiding your car from the repo man if a dude is coming knocking on your door 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, I'm
That
just saying.
goes back to you like this and I like that.
Because you know what, I think some women, don't get me wrong, I think some women, not all women, some women do get a kick out of like dealing with guys that they know have a lot of money. But the thing about it is those same dudes that got a lot of money are not like helping you. So I
They just
never
got
could
it.
understand, right? I
so
never
what
could
good is it for
understand.
me then?
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? I never could understand like a woman like getting excited about how much money this man has, but
And you're
at the
not getting
same
enough.
time they struggling. Like if he really cared about you, you wouldn't struggle. If he really cared about you, you wouldn't be in the dark. And it's not all about the money, because at the end of the day, it's really all about the respect. Because if you come to my house, I feed you or you eat, whether I fix your plate or you fix your own plate, nigga, this is my house and I cook.
Right.
So my thing is, when you come to my house and we doing these things and you whining and dining me at your expense when you want something or when you want to do something or when you want to lay up. But then if I'm sitting here telling you like I'm stressed out and people coming to get my car, you coming there and my lights off and you sitting there talking about damn.
What you gonna do?
Now that's a turn off. If
Because
you
that's not a
see
man.
me struggling and you
That
don't
ain't a
step
man.
up to help me, at least people don't realize like help can come in so many different ways. Even if you're not giving me money, even if you're not, you know what I'm saying, paying for something, you can help me by, if I need a job, you got a cousin, sister, auntie that work at UPS and you saying, yo, my girl need a job, and you plug me and I can go get this job and then go get my own money. That's a way of helping me. Another way of helping me is just knowledge or education. You see me trying to start my makeup business and you got the money and you saying, I'm gonna help you with going to this training, like I'm gonna pay for your LLC, or that's other ways of like helping. But if you got somebody in your life and they see you going through a struggle and they don't step up in some kind of way to contribute to you being happy, to you being successful, or even to you that just getting on your feet, like that's disrespectful. I don't want nobody around me like that. I'm sorry.
That's
So
not
when I
man.
was dating, that's what I'm saying. So when I was dating, if you start seeing certain things, if I start seeing like that sign in a person that okay with wanting to be with me, even though I'm having a difficult time in my life, but you okay coming over or wanting to take me out of town so we can lay up all weekend, but then at the end of the weekend I still got to go back to the damn house with no lights. Boo. We ain't doing that.
That's
Sorry. Call me what you want to call me.
That's
Call me
real.
what you want to call me. But I should, and that goes back to the other thing. I don't think that women should have to ask So that's kind of answering your question. I don't think that women should have to ask. I honestly think that
Right.
if you are with me and you see my life, you see my struggles, you see what I'm trying to do. Now, I ain't saying contribute to me being a bum. Nah,
Right.
I don't agree with that. But I feel like if you see me trying to do something and you ain't trying to like help me or provide in some type of way, it could be the smallest thing. But if you just sitting back, just watching me struggle, nah, bro, you can watch me struggle from across the country somewhere. You ain't gotta be in my house watching me struggle. Sorry. Nah, we ain't doing that.
It ain't got to be like buying me no
Now,
bread,
dating in
no
2020,
shoes, or
you
nothing.
got men out here having conversations about whether they should pay for first dates. Like, it's literally, I've heard these conversations about men talking about food like it's a Mercedes.
Well, let me ask you a question. How do y'all feel about that? That's a good topic. How do you feel about that?
Bullshit. Like, if you ask a girl out, I don't care what, like, you want to take her out, you like her, you met her, you feeling her. What? I don't even think a girl should go on a date thinking that she might have to pay. I'm just not in it.
Now I think she better have her own money just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case,
But
that should not be the case. Like,
right.
Why are men? I've heard so many men. Why are you making it a big deal about food? Like you taking her to, a 5-star restaurant every time y'all go on a date.
Okay. So let me piggyback off of that.
Okay.
So say a dude is pursuing a girl, right? And say he wants to take her out, but say she a Chick-fil-A, Golden Corral, Olive Garden. No, hold on, Olive Garden type of chick. But say, and hold on, y'all, don't cut my head off now, because I'm talking to the people out there.
Oh, okay.
I'm still a Chick-fil-A, Olive Garden,
I like
and whatever the hell the other third one I had said. I don't remember. I'm tipsy now. So let's just say that's her thing. You know what I mean? But say because Raekwon, Swaquan, Shaquem, you know what I'm saying, come in the picture like, yo, I want to take you out. Now all of a sudden she want to Eddie V, and you know what I'm saying? Like she wants some, okay now. Now come on now. Let's be for real.
Tablecloth. Now she want the white tablecloth.
Now this is the thing. I don't think that
what would you tell your son?
I feel like the son should do what's in his heart to do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like a girl should be requiring that. That's not even what she used to. If you don't take your
but you got some that will
though. But that's kind of like bullshit, because I just kind of feel like if you don't take yourself to those type of restaurants, if you don't eat at those places, that means you're not used to that. Now, if he just want to do that, cool. I'm not saying don't take her just because she don't go. But I mean, you can't put requirements on people you don't put on yourself. Like, you can't say, I want a dude with a nice car and you don't even have a car.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you though, that's what I'm gonna tell you. So, us ladies with sons out here, we got to listen. I've been raised around a lot of guys, and I learned, like, I pay attention to dudes. I really pay attention to like my cousins, just dudes in my family. And I'm gonna tell y'all something about dudes, right? Dudes gonna treat you to what they think you used to. And I've seen it firsthand. If they think you will go in the Corral, Olive Garden, Chick-fil-A type of chick, that's where you going. But if they pull up and they feel like you are Group Chris, Eddie V,
Top House,
Papa Do's, something a little more, that's where they're gonna try to take you at. I've seen it too many times. So it's kind of like, I agree and disagree with the whole, like, I don't think a girl should require a guy to take them on a date to somewhere that they wouldn't normally even go to or have never experienced, especially if they're fresh, they're just getting to know each other, and then sit there and order everything that they ain't never ate before just because they want to taste it for the first time. and then dude got a $300 bill, and you sitting there talking about, I'm gonna go to the bathroom right quick. I'll be right back. That ain't right. And I'm gonna tell my son, like, look, if she Chick-fil-A type of chick, take her to Chick-fil-A. No, I ain't gonna do that.
No, I'm gonna be like, if she a Chick-fil-A type of chick, you know, splurge a little bit more, take her to Outback. But if she not used to like
No, we is wrong for that.
No,
we wrong.
But there are some cases where that's just where they like to go, so that's where they going. You know what I'm saying?
Look, my sons are gonna be used to that. They're gonna be used to fine dining, so they're accustomed to that. So that's where they're going to take their date. But at the same time, speaking to women and young girls, if you can't afford to
don't require a man to do that for you.
Dining restaurant, white tablecloths, they coming by scraping the crumbs off the table and different things like that. Like they don't have tap water at all. Don't require to do that. Do not require my son to do that. If you're not accustomed to that, and like if you can't afford a Louis bag yourself, don't put that type of requirement on my son because you can't afford that lifestyle. So if I require somebody to buy me a Louis bag or Gucci, whatever it is, I can provide that myself. So I'm not even gonna put that expectation on you. If you used to Chick-fil-A, he gonna take you to Zaxby's.
No.
He can take you. He can still take you on a nice date, but it shouldn't be no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. That's what I mean. Like no pressure. Don't pressure this man.
Nowhere where you gotta make reservations.
And there are some guys who just want to provide those kind of things.
Don't have my babies making no restaurant reservations if you used to going to the drive-through. That's what I'm saying.
First of all, I just
pray that my son, her something different.
Listen, I just pray that my son don't grow up to be one of them men that be like, oh yeah, she used to Olive Garden. I'm about to take her to this fine dining restaurant, about to blow her socks off, about to make her feel like she a queen. Because you got some guys.
Our money.
You got some guys.
Off of our money without
a bad thing.
But you got some guys that will use that to manipulate a girl. And I got a daughter too. So it's like I gotta teach her both sides.
You got it both ends. Yeah,
I gotta teach her both sides. Like, don't just allow this dude to expose you to this to blow your mind so you feel like that he doing something so wild, different, and out of the ordinary for you to be feeling all like you owe him, or that's what I'm saying. It's like a double-edged sword.
That's why she's gonna be so spoiled. That's why my baby gonna be so spoiled to where when a dude comes up and try to show her, she gonna be like, that's all you got.
You don't want an asshole. You just want a classy young lady. Like,
No, she is gonna be spoiled, and you're gonna have to really.
But certain kids that when they exposed to certain things, they don't naturally like say us. When we grew up, well, me, I can only speak for me. When I grew up, it was a lot of things that I didn't know about when it comes to like ordinary restaurants, fine dining, the different 5 stars, 4 star, whatever. Of course, didn't know none of that stuff or whatever, but I just think that, it's just that humbleness and that whole, like, just being respectful and just knowing that, this guy, you got to be able to read people, like you dating this guy, like, is he taking me this place? Because basically this is what he used to. And, you know what? And I kind of got that like that. I like to introduce people to things that they've never done before, but I don't do that in a manipulative way where I'm trying to manipulate a person. But you got some animals out here that introduce you to it because they want to manipulate you. They want to introduce you to it because they want to feel like they expose you to it, and they're gonna be able to,
hang it over your head like I put you on.
And that's why you gotta have your own shit, because guys do that to girls they think they don't have. You see it all the time.
They like to be one up. You're right.
One up on the female.
So listen. So I know this guy, and he has juggled multiple women at one time. I've seen it with my own eyes. Now, the crazy thing about it, but this is a long time ago, y'all. This is like nothing recent. So a long time ago when we were all younger and just in the world, he would juggle multiple women. The funny thing about it was, like I said, and I guess that brought me to what I said earlier about you got certain dudes out here, they gonna splurge on you on the level that they think that you are. I've seen him take these girls and take them out the country. I seen him buy these girls, this set of girls over here now, cars. You know, I seen him, you know, like do things that you be like, well, damn, you know. But then I see these set of girls that he still heavily deal with, rotate. It's like they getting $300-$500 just to go to the mall. They might get the little local hotel.
I see, like
They
I
might
know who you're talking about.
they might get I don't think you do. They might get like the cheaper brand of shoe or clothes or something. But that kind of made me think like he like men will treat a woman a certain way as you know that she present herself. You know what I'm saying? Even though these girls over here that's getting cars and whatever else that you know this dude is doing for them, even though they ain't never had no dude do that to them
Right.
prior to him, but at the same time, their presence to him was more like a requirement, like you had to come like this to deal with me. Or I had a dude that did X, Y, and Z. So when you come in the picture, you gotta outdo him.
Right.
But then you at the same time, this same dude is giving this girl $200 and $300 versus this girl $3,000, $5,000. So it's kind of like you just be wondering, like, dang, like that shit really like blew me because it was kind of like this is the same man. So it's not like he's just like this with everybody.
Right.
He's like this with certain women on a certain level that he feel like he putting them on a level. So it's kind of like how guys be like, oh, treat hoes like hoes and treat, you know. But it's almost like you are still juggling multiple different women. So it's kind of like, but it's still like you treating T better than you treating J because you feel like J don't deserve the stuff that you giving T. Like it's the world. But it's true though,
I
because
know it's true. That's what I'm saying, but that's still
well, have y'all ever seen that? Even with like men in your family, like when they were with this woman, they were this way, or when they was with this woman, they were like this way, or they did this for this woman, but with this woman cried about $50, but with this woman, she getting $300 sew-ins, or you know, and it's totally opposite.
I can't. Oh.
In my family, I don't know. Some of the men in my family, they just treated all the women bad. But
yeah, some of the men in my family trash.
Bad.
I mean, like, I just feel like, I'm not gonna say it like that. I don't want to say that, but I feel like some of the men, as far as men in my family, the women that they dealt with a lot of times were very nice women who had things for themselves, worked for themselves, but they still did not treat them well. In some cases, they treated the girl who wasn't as together better.
Oh wow.
And then they treated the girl who I would have deemed a very nice, a very nice young lady who was trying to do things for herself, was really good to him. They kind of like, the other end a little bit better. So it can kind of go both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it was the woman? Do you think it was the woman requiring more from him than?
And then maybe the other girl tolerating.
Because like I told you before, like it's been women that I've known that are just okay with dealing with a man they know got money. Like, he got that money, but bitch, you broke. What?
He don't get it. He not getting none of it. So
wait, hold on. This the other thing. I just don't want to ask him for anything.
Now I know people who say that they're not as comfortable
But a
asking
lot of
for that.
women say
that's
that. I've
and
heard
that's
women say
true.
that about child support. I heard
That's
women say
true.
that about child support.
That's true. Like we could spend all night on that. That's true.
A woman shouldn't have to ask for
feel like
child
she
support.
shouldn't have to ask. Now I'm gonna tell you what my dad always told me. He was like, "You don't be out here asking no nigga." But no, he said, if you ask them twice, it sounds like you begging.
You
And I'm
begging.
gonna tell you, sometimes I made a lot of bad decisions in my life when it comes to, certain guys I've dealt with. I made a lot of bad decisions, and as I look back over my life, it was like, what was the purpose of you? Like what was the real purpose of you? Like if I ask my dad for something, he's going to make sure I get it. Like hell and high water. Like he's going to make sure I get it. So it's like, why do I even waste my, like, you know what I'm saying? Like thinking about decisions I've made in life, like why? Like what was the purpose? Like a lot of the times the sex don't even be worth it. Like
I mean, who you choose to date a lot of times just have a lot to do with you in general. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just where
I know I made some.
Yeah, maybe that's where you were.
Yeah.
That's a place that's where you were at that time. Like, so,
That's a whole
maybe that guy just would do at that time. Like,
that's a whole other segment. But even like with y'all know who my ex was, that was crazy as hell. But financially, he was the bomb. Financially, y'all know he was the bomb. Like I had a credit card in college. He was the bomb, but he was crazy as hell.
And
so that's another thing. When a man does everything financially for you, they want total control. They want
but he wanted total control anyway, because that's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's a personality thing. I mean, maybe he's just the guy that wants control anyway. Some people are just controlling whether they're financially providing for you or not. And he lied on me. But anyway, I ain't gonna keep on that. I'm gonna leave that alone. What he did. And I ain't never got past that.
I don't think that they want total control, but I think that the role, it starts to shift like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a certain level of respect they looking for when they provide.
Yeah,
for you.
I don't think they do it with saying, "Oh, I'm gonna control her. She has to come to me for everything." I just think
think he was like that. He was like that.
He was a nut.
Well, maybe he was crazy.
I know he was crazy because I legit was about to call her aunt on him. Matter of fact, I called her mother on him.
Oh.
That's a whole nother.
Because she was just being ridiculous with him, and it just was getting on my nerves.
He definitely had so much mind control over me, hands
a lot, and that happens to people, but it's just
being mind controlled.
He had it. He had it.
Really?
I mean, but he was the type of guy to me who would like to beat a girl down so much till she just gives in to what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like exhausting.
So manipulating.
It really is. It's kind of like, why you want to make somebody feel like that to the point they're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Are y'all tipsy yet?
Yeah.
First of all, I had an inch of wine, okay? Like
I
done poured up like 3.
This is water. I just wanted something in my glass.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Do you think it's something, you think it's a such of being like too independent?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yes, I do.
I think independence is amazing. Like, you don't want to be a person who's totally dependent. This is what I think as a single person in my mind.
You better speak it. Let me hear what you gotta say, girl.
I want to be able to provide for myself. I always want to be able to do that. I never want to be in a position where I can't provide for me if it's necessary. But if I was married or whatever, I would definitely want to be in a situation where I can do things for myself. But I would like for that to be optional. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't want to, I mean, not that I had, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to. Like, I know that I could be good if I wanted to step away from something. You know, I know that I got somebody who can handle it, but you don't want to be so independent to the point where you make your mate feel like, you know, they ain't shit. Like, you know, like,
Or you don't need them.
I don't need you for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you may not need them financially, but you do need them for something because you do want them there. Like,
Yeah.
I think it can be it has its pros and cons. I think it
definitely.
really does.
And it depends on the comfortability of the man, because like some men are not comfortable with women being too independent, and it's really nothing you can do about that. Like, you know, there are men who don't really want to see women in certain positions. They don't want to see women thriving in a certain way. They don't want to see women in certain tax brackets, and it's really nothing you can do about that. That's just their mindset that they're caught up in, like old time and shit. Like, but women are out here, you know, getting it. Women are millionaires. Women are bosses. They're managers. They're, you know, they CEOs of companies. So like, they gotta get past that. But some men, they just ain't comfortable with it. They just not, and they may never, and some will never be. Like, they can't be with a woman like that. They don't want to be on level ground. Like, I think that's weird to me. When they want to feel a little hierarchy, they feel more comfortable if their woman is making less. You know, than them, or if they can have total control over, you know, certain things in the house, certain finances. You know what I'm saying? They're not
I think it's sad, especially like, I've heard guys say it a lot of times, like, you just too independent for me. Like, you too independent. Like, what does it mean when you're too independent? Because I don't have to ask anybody for anything, because I'm not afraid to go out here and make things happen, because I know I have responsibilities. Like, I don't feel like that should be something that's like a dart against me, because I'm gonna go out here and make it happen. Like, just because I'm making it happen doesn't mean I'm not gonna try to make you feel less than, but understand that, look, because you could flake on me at any point. And I'm just speaking in general, not my husband. I'm just saying in general, women, they could flake on you at any given moment. So I don't want you to get caught with your pants down. Like, you could still be the woman of the house, he the man of the house, but at the same time, I want you to be smart about it. Mm-hmm. Like, because if he up and leave, like, even though, you got to go through the courts and all that stuff, but that stuff takes time. It's no giving you going to get the house or you going to get the cars. You better be out here on your shit, making it happen for yourself. And if you got kids, at the end of the day, you need to make sure that you can always take care of you and your kids. Like, I am totally against women just like, my husband this or my husband that, or, my boyfriend this or my baby daddy, and you ain't got nothing. And he up and leave you, and now you looking crazy. You got to tell your kids that, well, no, bruh, no.
So what do you think about marriages where the man is telling the wife to hold off on her business venture or business idea until,
Why do I have to hold on?
Don't even ask her that.
Right. I hear that so much.
Because that's common. That's really common.
I know it is.
But this is the thing.
I hear almost every day.
A lot of women give up their dreams for their family.
And that's women. Like, I've been there before. And you lose yourself. And sometimes women are not as fortunate as other women to be able to pull themselves out of that. Like, they be 60, 70 years old sitting on the porch wishing they would have did things differently. Now they're talking to their daughter like, don't do what I did. But, it's over for them. Like, people can say what they want to say. You ain't about to be 75 years old out here grinding. It ain't even about to happen. So, women, look.
If you hear me out there.
If you listening, start your business. Like, if your husband telling you no, don't do it. Why I can't do it? Start a business from home. Work from home. You don't have to go out here and start no $250,000 Chick-fil-A or nothing like that. Find something you could do from the comfort of your own home. That way you could still be the wife. You could still be the mom at home and clean up and do all the things that we need to do. But no,
we ain't always cleaning up now. And we ain't always cleaning up now.
but I'm just saying. So I'm
Right
the
now, I'm
first person
joking.
to ask that. Start your business.
Hire somebody to clean up.
Right. Start your business.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing when you say that, you know, about men or whatever, your spouse or whoever saying wait. Saying wait is not necessarily saying no. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know, for me, I'm never about permission or somebody just telling me no, I can't do something. I'm not there. I'm not even married, but I'm not like a girl who likes to hear no. But just saying that, I'm saying like you have to do what makes sense for your household. So what I'm saying is, if you have a husband or a wife, because it could be vice versa about who needs to wait to start their business. It's not always just the woman being told that. Women tell men things like this too.
I know, but I can't speak on that.
But I just kind of feel like if they say, if y'all are doing something in your house, let's just say that y'all had some financial plan, like that y'all sat down and did together. I'm not talking about individual. As husband and wife, you sat down, y'all started a financial plan, and y'all had things you were working on. You come in and you have a business that you want. If he says, honey, but let's not start this business. I want you to start this business. I support that. But let's not start it in December. Let's wait to February, and then we go in and we'll start your business. Like, there is a plan. It is not a no. It's kind of like, I think every household is different. If you don't have a supportive husband, you don't have a husband who's pushing you to go towards your dreams, then I can see you going against him saying wait. But if you know you have that type of husband, you know you have a husband that has your back, and it's all about your dreams, and he really is going to support you in starting it, and you're confident in that, then I think you can listen. I don't think every household is different in that way, and just saying, ladies, don't listen, because he could know what the hell he's talking about in some situations, because you don't want to just jump out there and it don't work, and then you looking at your husband like, why the fuck you let me do that?
Well,
Like,
So do you think it should be like a time frame on it though? Like,
it should never be just, no, we gonna wait. There needs to be a plan, because not wait 2 years and then we'll start. Like, no, like, if you're gonna say we should wait, I should know why. There should be a plan, and then we can work towards that. Like it should not just be a no. And I definitely don't think women should always push back what they want to do because they're letting their men, do all the things that they're striving for, and you're supporting them in that, and then they're gonna constantly just always push yourself to the side. Then no. I don't see that either. So I'm not saying don't throw your dreams away, but I'm saying, like I told Shakima before, sometimes the husband can be right. You're not always the right one in these situations.
I'm not saying he not
You're
right.
You're not always the right one, girl.
Right. If he say no right now, not right now, okay, let me know why you say no.
Right.
Tell me why you say no. Now, whether I listen,
you're probably not going to listen. You're gonna do it anyway. But I'm saying you're gonna do it anyway because that's what makes sense for you. That's what I'm saying. That might make sense for you because maybe what he's telling you about waiting is actually not making no sense.
You're trying to paint me as a rebel. That's not right. I'm not.
Oh, you are a rebel, but I'm not. That's not a bad thing, though.
No, if you can show me, if you show me the plan, we got a plan, and it's just like some random business. I wake up and like, oh, I want to start this or whatever, and you like, well, it doesn't go against, it's not, in the path of our plan. We have plans to do this. Let's try to not do the business in December. We're gonna start it in March or something like that. Okay, then. Show me something. But if you just be like, I don't think you should do that. Why?
Because I'm saying when March comes, you're going to be, before March comes, you're going to, if March is the date, you're going to start working on your plan so that March you can get that shit rolling. If he try to say wait again.
That's why you need to have your own shit so he can't tell you nothing.
But maybe you do have your own shit, but y'all are one. Y'all still doing shit together. But I'm saying when March coming, he try to push it back. Then don't wait. No, I wouldn't say wait again. Like March is it. Like,
Mhm.
I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's the plan. I did what I needed to do to work towards that. We've worked the other shit that we were supposed to be working. I'm going in. Like, I'm not saying keep letting them push you back.
So,
Now,
okay, so
don't
what?
let nobody walk over you.
Okay, so what if this? Here it is. Y'all want to purchase a home, right? A married couple. Y'all want to purchase a home, right? You want to start working on your getting your credit fixed. And he said no. Let's wait till March.
To get your credit fixed?
Yeah, you gonna wait till March, or you gonna do it right? You gonna do it?
I don't feel like getting my credit fixed is a compromise.
I'm just. I hear this a lot now. I'm just saying.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
getting my
March
credit
is not that far away,
far
so
away.
Why wait? So are you gonna listen to?
I mean, in
what
some
he
cases,
said?
maybe they just respect their husband's decisions in that way, and they're gonna go.
or
with
maybe
what
they
say.
just don't want to say no, and they're using their husband as the scapegoat.
That. Now, I think that could be happening too.
That be happening.
Because I know people who will be like, "Let me talk to my
Let me
husband,"
talk to
because
my
they don't.
But
want
no,
to know.
damn well they already got an answer. Just like that
Right.
fight the other night. Did y'all see that fight Thanksgiving on weekend with Mike Tyson and
I refuse to watch those
first of
elderly
all,
people
well,
fight.
y'all know that's like my favorite sport. But anyway, the funny part is when they asked Roy Jones Jr. would he fight Mike Tyson again because it was a draw.
Mhm.
And he said he gotta go ask his family. He gotta talk about it with his family to see what his family. First of all, you lying. You already know the answers. I don't know how I got on that, but anyway, it just
Because that meant no. That was a no.
right. So that's what I'm saying. So all those women that you talk to, about the credit, and they tell you that they got to go talk to their husband, they lying because that ain't.
or escape. Like just say that. Either say I don't have the money or
But
not.
I don't.
You ain't gotta wait to no March to decide if they
But
want
then
to.
No way.
some women
I
do
don't
though.
know that waiting to no Mars to pay $89 a month. I'm talking about big shit. I ain't talking about paying $8 a month, $89 a month to get my credit fixed. Like,
But shit, if you don't have it and you got a husband, that's even worse.
because maybe they don't work.
That's another problem. But see, that's a whole nother thing. We can't be on
Is
here
that
all
that's
night.
not always a problem. Because some people are in situations where they don't work, their husband take care of everything, but they can still do what the hell they want to do.
You
Like,
could start a business from home. You could people selling candles.
support them that.
Look, it's a business out here for everybody and everything. It's a lady making millions of dollars, y'all, eating damn seafood on social media.
I love
Ain't
to
no
watch
way
those.
in the world, right?
I
Ain't
love
no way in the
mukbangs.
world. It's no reason why nobody has the excuse of not being able to have a hustle. Because the lady, millions of dollars from eating seafood, dipping it in a sauce. It's no
But
excuse.
did she create the sauce?
Yes, but
got
she
a
had
sauce.
millions of followers before she even got the sauce.
Just watching her eat it.
Just watching her eat it. So it's no reason why nobody should have some type
That
of
was
hustle.
her niche.
People
Well,
are
Nikolai
from
Beauty, I will be doing microblading, ladies out
that's it.
there.
Okay, so let's get into that. Let's talk about our goals and what we aspire to be. Like let's talk about that. Like what are some of our goals? What is it that we see ourselves doing years from now? You know, how are we creating generational well, Bala doesn't have kids, but how do you,
Don't.
you know,
And don't.
Or just being comfortable with finances and not, just being
financial
so
freedom,
comfortable.
girl.
Yeah, financial freedom where you just, you're so comfortable, you can kind of, move the way you want to move, be gone when you want to be gone. Like, I've been a social worker since
Ooh, forever.
1999. I've been a social worker. Well, yeah, you can say that because that's the year that I pursued my my college education, and it was to be a social worker. But I've always had a passion for beauty. I've always been into hair, makeup, all the beauty stuff. I've just been always passionate about it. But, growing up in certain households, we never really well, me personally, I didn't have anybody to see certain things in me and push that in me. Like, it was always like, oh, you got to do this in order to be successful. You got to go to the military. You got to go to college. And I mean, I did think about all of those things, and I was almost about to be in the military, did go to college, but when I went to college, in a I still went to pursue a career that was geared towards making people feel better or good. So it could still always be tied back to beauty, but it's not the same type of thing, you know? So it's like I see myself being happy with the career that I chose. I love being a social worker, don't get me wrong, but that is mentally draining on a person after so many years. You know, it really get to you. Like most social workers, most people that are passionate about helping people, they take on a lot. They mentally they take their job home with them most of the time. You know, they are always trying to help somebody, whether it's at work or not at work. You know, so it's kind of like, yeah, I think I'm just at that place now where it's like, okay, it's time to do something that is more fulfilling and more mentally rewarding. Like, so I can grow this big empire, which I feel like I will with Nikolai Beauty. I feel like I will grow an empire, but it's not a whole lot of pressure on me to be this empire. It's just me wanting to do something that is fulfilling to me, my heart, my lifestyle, you know, my family, and just rewarding, of course, financially, we all want that. But at the end of the day, like I can have millions and not be happy. But I'd rather have millions and be happy with what I'm doing or where I plan on going. So yeah, you know, you want generational wealth. Yeah, but I think I think that you can have that, but I think it really starts with the seed that you plant in your kids, because if I'm not able to reach that goal in my lifespan, I hope that the seeds that I plant in my kids will continue to, you know, grow and fuel that to, if I don't have generational wealth by the time I leave this world, then one of my kids be able to do that for their kids.
Left off.
Yeah. So ladies, we can do it. Like we really can do it. It's a movement. Like women today in this time are really making some major moves. And I think for a long time we have been in the shadows of our men. And we have been in the shadows of husbands and, you know, just men, because there's so much pressure on a man to hold a certain role and a woman to be his side, but kind of in the back. Right. Not so much like being a power force together. Because even though Nikolai Beauty is my thing, you know, me and my husband still have a construction company together that he's more hands-on than I am, but at the same time, that's my husband. So his business is my business. My business is his business. So at the same time, we got to understand each other's role when it comes to your expertise and my expertise. But don't hold me back from wanting to pursue what makes my heart smile. Because I'm not going to hold you back. Because if I tell this man he can't go to work or he can't go take a contract or something, ain't nobody being happy nowhere. Because he sees his business growing as a way that he's fulfilling his manly role of providing for his family. So you know, but I feel like, I mean, like you said, this is the time that we're home and we're able to create businesses and we are, but it's that whole thing of like, what ignites your fire? Like, what gets you excited? Because a long time we done been doing, like Viola been in the field as long as me. We've been in this field for so long and we've never had an opportunity until now to step into that that lane of doing what makes us happy. Because yeah, don't get me wrong, social work makes me happy. I love helping people. But at the same time, it is it is mentally draining after doing it for so many years. It really is. And there's a such thing as burnout. Like you can get burnt out helping people. Cause I ain't lying. I think sometimes I have a sign on my back sometimes that say, I'm a social worker. Tell me what your problem is. I swear, I will be on vacation somewhere and the bartender will start telling me their life story. I said, Lord, I know you got some kind of something on me, but tonight, can I just have some me time? I done had waitresses break down on me. I done had bartenders tell me their whole life story. I done had random people just, and I feel like that's a gift that God has put in me that allow people, because I'm a nurturing spirit. I really am. And I feel like certain people pick up on that. But sometimes I just
don't want to be bothered.
I just want to, I'm trying to have a good time, sir. Like, I don't want to talk about what's going on at your house tonight. Like, but
I think that could be selfish with people, like, because you don't know what the person is going through that you pouring something on. Like, you don't know what kind of day they just had, and you just randomly drop all of your problems on me. Now you done made my baggage even heavier today, because now I'm thinking about you when I lay down at night because all of the shit you just put on me. So sometimes I think that can be a little selfish, but
I think when people are going through things and they connect with somebody that they feel like they can release something to, I don't think they're thinking about it being selfish. I just think that they're feeling like, I connected with this person. I feel like I can tell her something that I have never told anybody else before. Like, I had people share things with me that they have not shared with anybody. And I'm like, oh my God, call me anytime. I'll help you. But that's
I know that's you. I know.
And it's kind of like I still love that about me sometimes. I feel like it's a double-edged sword, but at the same time, I want to start doing stuff that I can get like really excited about, like things like I said with the beauty industry, makeup. I just want to get excited about that kind of stuff and let that kind of stuff be, the stuff that fuel me than helping somebody who was this close from a meltdown. Like, that's draining. And aging, I just turned 40. I ain't trying to look like it, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look like a 25-year-old. But so that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like, I think that women in general just really need to tap into the things that really like excite them, or things, because like Kima said, it's so many things people can do to make money, but you don't think about those things when you actually doing it, because you just looking at it as something that you love to do.
Right.
Just thinking like, I enjoy doing this. You're not thinking about the business behind it and how you can make money. Most of the time, it's other people that see that before you do. They be like, girl, you really good at that. You ain't never thought about starting your own such as, how many people don't told me I should do hair? You know how many people told me I should do this, do that, make wigs? I make wigs. I do all kind of stuff. People like, you know how much money you can make doing that? I'm like, no, I just do it because I enjoy doing it. I know how to do it, like whatever. But it's normally other people that be telling you like, yo, you can make money doing that, but you're not thinking about it like that because you're thinking about it as, it's something that you just
like
enjoy.
doing, yeah, like you just.
Yeah. Because even with Viola been doing her thing for so many years. When clothes and styling and fashion, everybody always like, girl, Viola's always nice. She always look nice and all, everything. But it was like, she knew that, but she never just like stopped and said, let me make this a whole brand. Like, let me show these people what I can do. Until now. You know what I'm saying? Now she popping
Still
up.
ain't even unleashed yet. Like it's still she's come a long way.
Oh no, honey, she unleashing, honey. She is doing her
No,
thing.
she hasn't fully unleashed yet, but I'm saying she has come a long way because it was like fighting teeth and nails. Like, Viola, stop sitting on all of this talent. Like, people pay for people to style them and go shopping for them, and she's like, oh, but it takes it, like you said, it takes other people to believe in you and to show you what you don't see, because it's just like norm for her. Like, she has an eye for fashion. She loves everything fashion, but it takes other people to like, look, you can really take this thing to a whole nother level. Like, you are a brand yourself. Like, you taking pictures, you doing this, that's your brand. Like, continue to brand yourself. So all the things that she has in work right now, it's like she was sitting on this. So it's you, that goes into another thing. Like, you gotta have the right people around you.
Yes, you do. Because
Have the
listen,
right people.
you know how long it's been, you know how long I've been wanting to tap into this beauty industry, but it's almost like, you know, you will have these great ideas and you will have this momentum going, and it'll take one person to say one thing
And you
that'll
talk yourself out of
all
it.
the way off. And you be like, I ain't ready. Let me just, you know, and like you said, it's really about the people around you. It really is. If you got people that's like stay on you, like, when you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you waiting on? You know, like, I'm waiting. I need you to come do this makeup. Stop playing. Don't get scared. Come on. You know, like, if you got those kind of people around you, you gonna start investing in yourself. But if you have all these great ideas and you talk to the wrong person at the wrong time,
To the naysayers, to the negative, I'm telling you, it's so important to be surrounded.
that's growth.
That is growth. And
You have to be able to recognize it.
separation. Elevation requires separation. You have to get out. Sometimes you may have to get a whole different circle. Like, when they say your network determines your net worth, like, that is true. If you hang around 5 millionaires, you're gonna be number 6. If you hang around 5 people who don't want nothing out of life, you're gonna be the 6. Like, you need to be around people that motivate you, that are doing things that inspire you on a daily basis.
Yes.
Like, you can look at them and be like, damn, that bitch doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or
like,
look at the time it took them to do it. Like, I've seen some ladies that just started their microblading company like 3 years ago. 3 years. I'm like, 3 years, and they already to a level of like branding. Like, they really have come a long way, and you see the growth. You know, and so it's kind of like, dang, you know, you sit back and you just think about it. You think that that's a long time, but in actual reality, it's not.
It's
like,
not.
it's really not a long time to come up.
Because 3 years gonna come anyway.
It's gonna come anyway. So it's like, what you gonna do? You gonna ride this wave, or you gonna sit back and watch?
Right. I'm telling you, the worst thing you could ever die with is regrets. Because I've been talking about this podcast for over a year. And like you said, talking to the wrong people, like, when you going to have time to do that? Like, you don't even have time for yourself right now. Like, when are you going to have time to record a podcast? But like I said in my post, you write down all the things that you do. What don't add value to you spiritually, mentally, and physically, it's a waste of time. And
I
when
like
you
that.
cut that stuff out, then you
like
see that you have time. Like, I can make an hour once a week, or an hour and a half, or 2 hours, depends on how many times I have to re-record in a week to record a podcast. If this is something that I really, really want to do, maybe sometimes I got to get up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. to record one, or go to bed at 4 or 5 a.m. to record it. But it's the sacrifices you make. Like you say, you building a brand and you building something big. It's gonna take sacrifices, but having the right support system, like like you ladies, like you need to get it done. Like, if
even
that's
with you doing this podcast tonight, I was like, you know what? I can easily be like, I don't feel like it. But at the center, I know I got to start with my brand somewhere. And I know that I need to start getting on platforms where I'm going to be able to speak what I want to have in existence. Like, I can't just keep all this stuff in my head. I gotta start talking about it. I gotta start visualizing it. I gotta start,
Investing it.
you know, letting it yes, because at the end of the day, like, come on, like, I was gonna be home in my pajamas,
Right.
sitting in the bed, looking through the apps, because I don't got no cable, but looking through them apps to see what I can watch tonight until I crash. It's almost like, no, Ty, you gotta start investing in yourself, and you gotta start doing stuff that's going to benefit what you're trying to do.
Right.
It ain't gonna get done because nobody else gonna do it for you. You done learned that your whole 40
That's
years
your
of living.
vision. Nobody else don't see it because it's your vision. So if it don't get executed, you can't blame nobody but yourself because it's
You're
your
right.
vision.
Well, I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to come on here and have some girl talk and drink some mimosas
Girl,
and talk about all kind of stuff under the sun. Now, remember, edit some of that stuff out. Now, you can't let everybody hear what I had to say about some things. But when I come back to Girl Talk number 2,
we definitely gonna do it again.
look,
Definitely.
yeah, because we need them other players on because you know it's gonna give us some balance. It's gonna give us some balance.
Especially condition.
Especially Khadijah, because you know she gonna have a whole lot to say.
Right.
But
They left me hanging.
they left you hanging, Bo. Look, get them, Bo.
They left me.
Listen, we should have did this in Myrtle Beach, you know, because we had some good conversation.
Fell asleep.
No, not the first night when we were talking about going on dates or being cool with your ex. Like, can you be cool with your ex?
I can be cool with my ex. Like I said, I could go have a drink with my exes, and I mean, my husband won't. You know, he don't go for that. I'm not saying I will, but I'm saying we have that type of relationship where we could go watch the game and have a drink, and like I'm cool.
Because I'm gonna have a flashback, and I might start cussing, and I have to be escorted out of the restaurant. I'll be like, remember that time when I had came to your house and you had that girl over there?
You crazy? That's why.
I don't want to be friends with no ex.
Nah, they ain't gonna work out.
Farewell.
Look, after about the second drink, I'm about to be bringing up all kind of stuff.
Oh my God.
Farewell.
Crazy.
Why would you want to be cool with them though? Like, why?
We don't hate each other. Like
I don't hate them either, but
I don't want to be their friend.
No, I'm saying I can meet them at the bar and have a drink and be like dap it up and be out.
You the type of person who always want to be friends with everybody.
I'm just like I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm like all the things that they have. You know, I've experienced with my exes, like the hurt and the pain. Like I've let that go. Like that takes too much energy. Like I even pay for your drink. Like we chop it up and I'm out.
I
like,
let that go.
I'm
and
definitely not paying
too.
for that drink.
Right.
And I ain't paying for your damn drink.
I might just order a bottle on your tab and then cuss you out and leave with the bottle in my hand and walk on out the door.
Like, ain't nobody thinking about
Look,
this.
and sit with my homies like, oh, this nigga has a nerve.
I'm not thinking about them. I'm just saying, like, I could still chop it up with them. Like, they could still call me to this day. And we could just have converse. Like, you know, they can ask me, like, what should I do in this case or something. Like, I'm just cool. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, like
I'm gonna be in the parking lot, like, where y'all cups at? Let me tell you about this nigga, y'all. I'll be like, y'all, so tell me why. He think we cool. No.
I got a question though.
What's the question, Baba? Because I know we don't be there. This gonna be a long.
It's the one question. It's the only.
You got a lot of editing to do on this one, honey.
You sure do. It's the only question that I had for you girls since I'm the only single one on. Keep saying that.
You had a question for us? Okay.
Okay, so this is coming. Is this trans? This could be transparency, but anyway, this is the one that I did get together. As far as the topic, you know, Shakima came with all the topics because you know how she do.
Kima, ain't nothing in that glass. Stop acting like you drinking.
Like you
Ain't,
drinking.
ain't nothing in that.
I'm still getting a little wine off the ice.
So for
No,
me,
ma'am. No, ma'am.
as a
Ain't
single
nothing.
girl, a lot of times I personally, I'm 39, about to be 40, in May of 2021.
Mm.
Woo, Jesus.
Mm.
Right. So,
Oh.
what I experienced.
So both of y'all turning 40 next year.
Yeah.
Damn, so I got a lot of trips to go on. What y'all doing for y'all 40th birthday? Well, that's another topic. We'll talk about that later.
So for me, what I get a whole lot, well, all the time,
Uh-oh.
all the time, I think it has a lot to do with my age, is like, Viola, well, when are you getting married?
Oh, God.
Even my clients are asking me this, or they say things like, you look like you would be married, or you're not married. So I come, it's a little bit of pressure there, because society says, a woman of a certain age, you're not married, you don't have kids, which kids are really not even on my spectrum, but there's that. So as married women, if I personally was never to be married, do you feel like I will be missing out?
Who want to go first? Me or Keith?
Do you feel like I would really, that experience? Do you feel like if I don't get, I'm not talking about companionship or a relationship, because I'm definitely looking to have a relationship, but I don't know if that's necessarily something that's going to lead to marriage, or even if that's necessarily what I want. But do you feel like I would be missing out?
This is a really good question. It really, really is. And you know what? I would answer that like this. It's always something about how would it be to have something you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
When you are not married, it's that feeling of wanting to be married, the pressures of the world about when you should marry, what marriage is supposed to be like. It's so many outside forces that affect how you feel about that topic. And then on top of that, it's that feeling of something that you've never done before, and how would it feel to have that or do that or be in that position. What I would say is marriage, most people don't keep it 100 when you go to them about their views on marriage. Most people don't want to say things to discourage you away from marriage because it's the ideal thing to have or be, based on religion or coming from a family where marriage is something that's valued, but not really, a lot of people don't really get married. So it's so many things that play on people's answer when you are having conversations with them about marriage. What I would say is this: marriage is not what people make it out to be. It is not always great. It can get ugly. It can have you torn. It can be very emotional. It can be an emotional roller coaster. People are not gonna tell you that. When you come to them and you say, hey, me and my boo think about getting married, they're gonna be like, oh my God, congratulations, girl. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. They ain't gonna say, girl, you know what your man expect of you as a wife? Do he know what you expect of him as a husband? They're not going to have that kind of conversation with you. They're not going to go the real with you. Like, girl, it's going to be some ups and downs and some roller coasters and some high waters and so whatever. If you plan on getting married, please feel like this is the person that you are 100% ready to be with. Like you are comfortable with everything about them, their family, their upbringing, their views on how you guys will raise you guys' future kids, your religion, your values, your culture. All of those things should be conversations before you say I do. And a lot of people don't tell you that. A lot of people just want the best for you and want you to be happy. And if that, I'm about to say the N word, if that dude say, will you marry me? You say, yes, yes. Mm, talk to somebody who is new at this, or talk to somebody who's been married before. You can learn a lot of things from somebody who's on their second marriage or maybe third marriage. Not saying you take what these people say and you use this as Bible, but
Right.
you listen to the common things that people say and what they've learned about marriage. I would say this: don't let nobody pressure you into feeling like that's something you got to accomplish to fulfill your life.
Right.
Don't feel like you got to be married to be happy, because a lot of people that's married are not happy. A lot of people that say I do are not saying I do because they feel like they can be with that person for the rest of their life. Some people feel like, hey, nobody else wants me, so why not? It's so many reasons. So that's another topic of the conversation when we have another girl tip.
Yeah, right.
What are the reasons why people say I do? Because some people say I do because they was asked. Some people say I do because they, like you said, they're 39, 40 years old and they feel like, oh, I should, or I should settle down, or I should want to be, with this person because this person wants to marry me. That ain't the only person that might want to marry you. So it's kind of like, are we settling? Are we really seeing a forever with a person? And do we really know what they require a wife to be? Because you might get married and think that you're going to continue doing spouse by over, and your husband will be like, boop, boop, no, no. I need you to stop dropping these babies and be home. And you be like, wait, what? That wasn't in the conversation that we had. That's a conflict. You ain't gonna never be right after that. So that's why I said it's those conversations people don't have with you. And I feel like they know, but they don't talk to you about that. I feel like they don't want to give you anything that will make you doubt or make you say this is something that I'm gonna give me cold feet, or something that I'm not gonna want to do.
Right.
I feel like they don't be honest. Most people are not honest. But if they are honest, they will tell you that, baby, make sure this is what you want. And they will give you specific things to do. So that's why I said marriage counseling is very important before you get married. I feel like counseling period with your partner. I feel like research, education about what are the top things that cause a marriage to fail. I feel like things like conversations about what your man expects from you, what you expect from your man, because baby, a single person is single until they get married. Them expectations change once you he might be okay with you clubbing with your homies when you single, but then when you sign them papers, he be like, nah, bro, you a married woman now. I don't think that, clubbing every weekend, I don't think. And then some men and women don't believe in compromise. They feel like you got to either be this way or no way. But then you might have a situation where you got a man that be like, okay, let's compromise. Let's talk this out. Communication. If you got somebody who don't communicate now, don't marry their ass. That's what I'm gonna say. They don't talk now, they ain't gonna talk later. And you gonna be sitting there talking about, shit.
Right.
Yeah. You gonna go to counseling to do what? Look at each other? So, no, I know I said a lot
That was
because I feel
Yeah.
like,
tough.
because I feel like,
That was good though. I think that was really good though.
I feel like I could be a marriage counselor. I really do. I feel like I could be
About
like the
myself, but I felt like
young little
I'm not
Don
married, so I
marriage
feel like
counselor.
nobody would want to come to me as a marriage counselor because I ain't married. Like, how you go? I'm gonna tell people how to work on their marriage, and I'm single.
Now, I do think that you should be able to experience both sides.
Right.
Even if you was divorced, I would still come to you. But
I got
if
common sense.
and see
And,
A lot of
and see
people don't have that.
some people don't have
and
that.
common sense ain't common.
Common sense ain't too common, but to
Common sense ain't common because
go ahead.
things
But
people present you
Kima
with.
got to look. Kima got to answer the
But
question.
Shakima, what's your perspective? Because you didn't tie. You know, I think Fatima covered a lot, but you know, she did. She went all the way around. She kind of hit a whole lot of stuff.
I think people should mind their business when it comes to asking people, you know, because you're at a certain age that you have to be married and have, you know, and they have to have children. For me, for an example, like people put a lot of pressure on me to have babies, not even knowing that I couldn't conceive. So I think people should just mind their business. But do I think if you don't get married or you don't have children, will you be missing out on something? Based on my experience, having children was my biggest accomplishment. Like being a mom is feeling a love that you never even knew existed. Like when you talk about unconditional love, like loving a person more than you love yourself would give. Like if they needed your heart, you would take it out and give it to them. Like whatever they need, like you won't eat so they can eat, you won't have so they can have. Like you talking about,
but look, everybody dress up and you walking in the back looking like the help,
because you want to make sure no matter what, they have what they need. If you got to go 10 days and don't eat because they got to eat, like that type of love, I would love for everyone to experience that. Like my kids showed me a love that I never knew existed in me, that I didn't even know I had in me. So I would love for you to experience that. I think that would show a softer side of you.
But you don't have to be married to have children, and that's my personal opinion.
Right.
That's my personal opinion.
Right.
But
you know,
so to experience that with kids, I think shouldn't be like together with marriage, like because I've known people to experience that and not be married.
Right. Agree. Biblically, if we want to, you know, the quote unquote biblically, the right way you get married, you have children. But having children, like I didn't even tie that to being married. I'm just saying experiencing the love of being a mom for you. I feel like that would bring a softer side of you. Like you wouldn't even.
So you don't feel I'm soft?
Oh, definitely not. You're not. And that would bring out a softer side of you, a side that you didn't even know you had in you. It's a love that you can't.
But see, and that's different. I think she is. You don't think she is, but I think she is. And the reason why I say that is because I see her interaction with her clients. Yeah. So that soft spot, oh, she definitely has that. I see that because of her.
I just never experienced that.
Oh, well, honey, this is Miss Softy right here. This is Miss Softy.
Well, this is the thing. When it comes to what I am soft about, I am a helper by nature. I advocate for people in a certain type of way. That's just in my nature. When you talk about our clients come from many poverty. You know, like they don't. That's things I don't like to see. So therefore, I have a certain soft spot for people who are struggling, people who are struggling with addiction, people who, because I know that world, people who are homeless, people who don't have necessities. I just have this thing about those kind of things. So yeah, I am soft when it comes to clients. I do a lot of things for them. So there's a softness in me. I don't know if you're gonna ever get that softness with me with a child, because I don't see that. I do want a puppy, but I don't know about, I do want a dog. I want a really cute dog, but I don't know if the baby thing.
I believe wholeheartedly that the baby would definitely pull out that.
But you can't say that though, because babies don't pull that out
I
of
know
every
that's
woman.
just how I feel with her.
You feel like I pull that out of me.
I see how she interact with her godchildren, and for her to have her own, like she'll do what she needs to do to make them happy, like at that moment, like whatever she needs to do to make them comfortable, to make them happy, she's going to do that. So for it to be her own child, it's definitely gonna pull it out of her, because it's in there. But
Brandy said you would be a great mom.
and she will.
Oh, that's so sweet, Brandy.
It's gonna be a love that she's like, oh my God, where is this coming from? Like, I remember Shakima saying this. I see how she interact with QJ.
I don't know, honey, because these eggs are old and about to turn to dust.
Whatever they want at that moment, like she's going to do that to make them, to make them happy, to make them, comfortable, to make them smile. She's going to do that. As far
Well, if she don't, be ready to step in, okay? We all have to step in.
Y'all can get
because
it.
like I said, every mom does not have that experience. Every mom does not feel what you describing.
Right. I agree.
Every mother does not have
Mm-mm.
it. You got to take in consideration, some women have mental breaks. Some women have postpartum depression. Some women really go through it and they cannot connect with their kids the way that some women do when they have a baby. So everybody is different. So
I don't know. I think I just want that puppy though. I think
she gonna hold that little baby.
She's gonna be great.
Baby gonna sleep in the bed with her, and
a little bully. I want
that little red hair baby
dog, and I want him to be gray with blue eyes. I want a beautiful dog.
The marriage part.
Yes, answer that part.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't hit that part. You were very passionate about the kids. You get a lot of passion.
Would I think you would be missing out?
I felt it.
Don't get married. Missing out on what? Like,
I don't know.
Don't start with all them extra questions now. She done asked the question.
Okay, all right. Shut up, Taisha. Okay.
Good Lord.
Marriage is a beautiful thing.
There she go.
I believe that it can be. I do not believe that marriage can be beautiful.
Marriage can be a beautiful thing. Marriage is a lot of work.
Of course, anything
right. Marriage is a lot of maintenance. Marriage is a lot of maintenance.
You said maintenance?
Forever, baby.
Something that you have to work towards every single day, because you are two different people coming together to become one. Sometimes marriage can be overrated. Sometimes it can. And I know this is probably a whole nother segment, but sometimes marriage can be overrated. You give a lot. It's always going to be, I don't care, you can argue with me to the death, but it's always going to be one person who's going to give more. Always. And I know people like to say it's a 50-50 thing, but I totally disagree with that, because a 50 is an F. Marriage is 100%. If you're only giving me 50%, you're only giving me half of your best.
I think I kind of disagree with it.
Marriage 50-50. No, that's half.
I feel like it's different I feel like a married couple with no kids versus a married couple with kids. I feel like I can agree with you when it comes to a married couple with kids. But when a married couple without kids, it's a whole nother playing field when it comes to that
Oh, it's easier to walk away when you ain't got kids.
fact. And you don't feel like you are giving more than the other. Normally, when you have kids, it's the woman who feels like they're doing more than the husband. And that's just being transparent. But if you didn't have kids, yeah, I can see everybody 100% going in. But once you add a little one, that balance changes. It really does. And I see it.
You put
I
most of
see
your energy
people.
into the children. And they said we're not supposed to do that. Like, because the kids are going to grow old and leave. And then you're left with your spouse. And you've been spending so much time into your kids. Like, you don't even know your spouse anymore. And you've kind of grown apart. I still think whether you have kids or not, it still should be 100%. 100%. I still feel like you should give.
Are people ever giving a full 100% of anything? No.
No, they're not. They're not.
To give 100 and not 50.
You can strive.
No, when you're saying 50-50, that's meaning that you and that other person are meeting halfway. Not saying they're doing a half-ass job. It's just saying that you're meeting.
Give me 100. I want you to try to give me 100. Don't try to give me 50.
So you're saying in your marriage, you feel like you're always striving to give 100.
I'm trying to give my best.
And that's the grade. No, but I'm saying that you feel like what you're striving. What was the grade you would give yourself?
I don't know, maybe like a 75, 80. Like, I'm always trying to give my best. If I'm giving you something, I'm trying to give it the best I can give. If I'm cooking for you, I'm cooking at my best ability. Like, I can't cook that many things, but I'm going to give, salmon and veggies. That's my thing. But I'm going to try to make that the best salmon you ever had, as far as like, trying to give you my time and different things like that. Like, I want to always present my best. I'm not saying I'm always going to reach 100 because, that's probably impossible, but I want to strive to give you my best versus giving you half of my best. That's just me. Now, I don't agree with the 50-50 thing because on a scale of 50 is failing. Like,
but see, that's like you looking at it, but you're looking at it.
We got a question though.
You're not looking at it as a total of 100%. When you're saying 50-50, you basically saying we are meeting
that's
half.
200%.
No, if I get 50 and you get 50, that's 100. But if I'm trying to give you 100 and you trying to give me 100, that's 200. That's over exceeding.
Well, I mean, in some cases, maybe one person needs to give a little more. Maybe that's just necessary in your marriage.
One person.
Oh, okay. So back to what you said.
Maybe that's a person with a higher need. Like,
so basically, Kima said it's always somebody in a relationship that's giving more than the other. So we have a question. Okay, so we have a question. Is there a time when the husband is giving more?
We're not necessarily talking about your husband specifically. We're talking about just a husband. Do you feel like there can be times?
Right. Is there a time when a husband is giving more? I feel like
it's possible.
When though?
It's always it's
okay. I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like they give more when you don't have no kids.
It's husbands out there who are where the roles have reversed, where the husband is the nurturer, he cooking and he cleaning. It seems like the woman is the breadwinner.
Well, invite him to the girl talk because I need to talk to him.
You need that kind of guy.
I need to talk to him.
It's not
because most men feel like they need to hold down that role of providing for their family. So that's their tunnel vision. Their tunnel vision is monetary.
How they were raised too. Like, if they were raised seeing the woman home and taking care of the home and all that with the kids and the father out working and bringing home the income, that's what it could go back to how they were raised.
Like I said before, if you get married and you don't have any kids, your husband is still courting you, he's still dating you, he's still trying to be the everything in your eyes. He's always trying to hold down that role. So therefore, I feel like husbands give more when kids are not involved. When kids are involved, women, we are natural nurturers.
Mm-hmm.
We we pour a lot into our children. Now you do have women that they husband eat before their kids eat. That's a different type of
Ooh,
woman
girl, that's a whole nother segment.
who kids eat before their husband eat. So that's why I'm saying I feel like men give more when it's just you and them. When it's just y'all two. Ain't nothing to confuse it ain't no blurred lines. It's just you and him. Y'all married, y'all trying to build a life together. I feel like men do a lot more. But I feel like once you add a kid, you see a shift in dynamics. You see who's going to be more nurturer. Like you said, you do have some men that's more nurturers than women. Yeah, you see that. You see who's going to get more, who's not, whatever. But majority of the time, when it's just you and your husband and y'all don't have no kids, he is most of the time doing more. But when you add that kid to the equation, he's still doing what he been doing in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like the woman, the wife is doing more because for a whole lot of other different reasons, like you say, a whole nother conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer that question, I feel like husbands give more when it's just husband and wife relationship. When you add kids to the equation, I feel like husbands don't do as much as wives, and that's just my opinion.
I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna speak, on my relationship with my husband. He I don't expect him to, be me or whatever, but he does like cook. He'll clean up. He even wash clothes. Like he'll put them up. They be all over the place, no type of organization. But I appreciate him, taking the initiative to wash clothes and fold them up, hang them up, and do all of that other stuff. So I appreciate him for doing that, for helping me out in the house.
But is he doing that because of the role, because of like the husband, wife, the kid situation, or is he naturally a nurturer? Like, is he the oldest kid in his family? Like, is he like, you know what I'm saying? Because certain men, when you look at where they come from, it's certain things that they do because that's what they're used to doing. Like being the oldest kid coming from a household of 3 or 4, you may have been the cook. You may have been the person that clean up behind everybody. You may have been the one that makes sure all the kids get to the school bus on time. Everybody dressed in the morning. Clothes is washed. Clothes is ironed. It could be a whole bunch of things. Or he might be ex-military, where he used to being or having certain things a certain kind of way. That's why I said it always goes back to childhood.
That's why you gotta know who you marrying. Like you
It
said,
plays a big part.
laws and know where they coming from.
It plays, because if you marry a baby boy, you're gonna get a baby boy in your house. Trust me. If you marry a baby boy,
Jody,
you're gonna get that in your house when you marry.
you got another question too.
But you got to see that before you marry him, or you will have a lot of issues, unless you're dealing with a man who recognizes that, who's conscious of that, and is ready to change. But if that's how they were raised, that's what they used to, it's gonna be hard to change a man like that. We got a question that says, when kids are involved, is there a balance with the kids and the husband, or is it all about the kids now? With women, but with me, it's all about my damn kids. I'm sorry. I love my kids, and my kids
We love them so
come before
much.
everything.
We love them, Lord.
Now, don't
Y'all
get
ain't thinking
me
about
wrong,
them men. Y'all thinking about them children.
but that's what I'm saying. That's why I said you gotta know, like, you gotta hear this kind of stuff to kind of recognize it when it starts to happen in your relationship. So if you're married and you don't have any kids, and then you start having kids, and then you start seeing the shift in who's focused on what, or where all your attention go to, whatever. If you are conscious of it and you know that before then okay, you may be able to shift the way that you do things. But if nobody told you, like we having right now, if you're not listening to this podcast right now and hearing me say this, then of course you're gonna be shocked when you have them kids and you notice a difference between how your husband and you interact when it comes to the kids, what things don't happen no more that used to happen, what, you know what I'm saying, the fun. Like, you gotta start like planning, you gotta be conscious, you gotta know like, okay, shit, now that we got these kids and we can't just walk around here naked and having sex like animals all over the house. Now we got
Not
to,
like animals.
like animals. Now we got, look at this girl here. Now we got the plan. Now we got the, and the mom being more the nurturer or the husband being more the nurturer and the mom. It's like those are things you got. That's the kind of stuff you got to be ready to conquer when it happens, because yeah, things, it does change. But it's not a change to scare people away. But it's just a thing of being conscious about it. If you are conscious and you know that it can happen, then you can be able to deal with it and do things that is not gonna, be harmful to your relationship or damaging to your relationship or whatever. But if you just blind and blue and don't know what the hell going on, yeah, when it happened, you be sitting here like, he don't pay me no attention. He just care about kids.
Oh goodness, you silly.
But
I don't know why.
you do have women that do that now. You do have some
There
women that do
are.
that.
I just think people just overlook things that were always there. And then after being married a few years, then all of a sudden it's a problem, but it was always that way. You know what I'm saying?
You saw that
You
shit.
saw it. Like, that wasn't a deal breaker for you because you thought that people, I see it all the time because married people always asking me shit. I'm telling you, I get more married people asking me, and I like to say, I'm single, right? So, and I just don't understand how they have this level of complaints about their marriage, about what they feel their spouse isn't doing. They don't do this, they don't do that, they don't do this. But when were they ever doing it? So that's my thing. You think just because you marry somebody, like magically all the shit about them changed?
A lot of people think that.
That's not true. It's just not. Like, I am classic for listening to married people. I listen to married people podcasts. I do all that stuff. And it's like, that's just like if you had a dude who was always cheating on you, right? Before y'all got married.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, you get sick of that shit. All of a sudden, he proposes. Okay, you got your ring. You're going to get married. So you think that ring somehow cured him of all his relationship issues, of all his shit. That didn't cure him.
People change.
People don't change that quickly though, because this is one thing that I
Sometimes
always.
they
Let me tell you
do.
one thing that sometimes they do, but one thing that I always remember: it changes if you want to change. Like, change is something you gotta work towards. Change is not something that just happens just because you had a milestone, which is proposing and getting married. Marriage is not the cure to promiscuity. If you don't start working on that stuff before you get to that point, it's just like anything, it's gonna come back up. Like, I use this example for somebody just recently. I love fried chicken, right? Like,
Okay.
I eat it a lot less, but I've been eating fried chicken all my life. And guess what? Even though I don't eat it as much as I used to, I still get a 3-wing snack occasionally. I had one this week. Habits are hard to change. So you gotta, any kind. It don't matter if it's food or a nigga or another chick. Habits are hard to change. You don't just change that stuff. You gotta want to change it, and you gotta work towards it. And that is a common thing I see when people come to me with their marriage shit, is that people don't want work. They feel like shit gonna magically like go away, and it don't.
So what about
die down for a little while, but then something
It's coming back.
happen and it's gonna come back. Mm-hmm.
It's coming back.
So what about people who have, like, their feet was just held to the fire? Like, they really got it. Like, I really see that this person is somebody I do not want to lose, and I will never do that again. Like, because the hurt I saw in this person, and to the thought of this person like really not being with me anymore, I will not do that again. What about those people?
I think that's possible because I think people can do whatever they want to do. I'm not a person who believes that change is not possible. I don't believe that. But I feel like that's something you really got to work at. Of course, if you see the hurt and you see all those things and you feel like I'm not going to do that again, and that's where you put your mind and you stop putting yourself in situations for those things to happen. That's number one. You can't think this is the thing. If you a dude and you like, you know you love bitch, and you say you gonna stop, like I ain't gonna cheat on my old lady no more. You can't keep going around them bitch. Like, because you ain't strong enough for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like any of these. You can't keep going around them. You can't keep going to drop-ins and going to your homeboy house where all the girls at and going to the clubs where the girl at and think you could just go to the bar and meet up with her and have a drink and everything
going down.
It's going down. Like,
it's a bad bitch like me might walk in now.
Exactly. And you look at
cute. Like, yo.
Let's go upstairs. I'm telling you, my pastor say all the time, you gotta know your weaknesses. You gotta know them, no matter what they are. I know mine, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know.
Sometimes it's best just to keep it moving. Like, don't even entertain the conversation. Just.
Or you ain't gonna never stop.
Change,
You're not. You're not.
I agree with
not
that.
Gonna happen. You can say whatever you want, and I don't care how much you love somebody. If you love bitches or you love niggas, you gonna keep doing that shit because that's what you like.
That's what you like.
And you can love somebody real hard. It don't matter. It don't.
So you say
love ain't enough.
Love somebody and still cheat.
Love ain't enough. You gotta have self-control. You like
that girl said love ain't enough. You gotta have self-control.
You gotta have some kind of self-control, and that's hard for us to have.
And you can't put yourself in situations like
compromising
situations, because.
But do you even? But this is the question I like to ask people too. And do you even want who you with? You want them? Like, is it? Are you cheating because you really don't even want who you with? Like, for real? Like, do you want them?
I think people cheat because it's something in their relationship they're not getting from their spouse or their partner.
It's either something, and then it's something in you.
And when a woman cheat, it's an emotional attachment. Like, we ain't just out here for the most part just flying by night. Like, it's emotional. Like, if a woman cheat, like you.
First of all, if your woman cheating, just leave her ass alone, because guess what? She ain't coming back. She ain't coming back home. She
ain't coming all the way back.
If he hitting it right and he doing the things that she needed him to do, and massaging the right spots, not physical. I'm saying, like, he could be massaged mentally, like conversation, like if she requires affection, he's being affection. Like, she don't come home.
But that's my exact point. People, it's something in you. Your cheating, you can't really make your cheating about other people. No, cheating is about you. I'm saying cheating is about you. So even if it's something missing, even if something is missing in your partner, even if something you feel like something is missing in your partner, something you're not getting, they're not, it's just not where it needs to be. At the end of the day, the remedy for that is not for you to find a nigga who can fix that. The remedy for that is to work on your shit. But it's easy to cheat, as we've discussed before, but it's hard to work on your shit in yourself. So you rather get another person just to heal that little hurt, but it's temporary. It don't feel good.
Nobody don't want to hear that.
You talk about getting 100%. You ain't getting 100% from nobody else, nigga. I'm sorry. You're not gonna get it. You're still gonna be unfulfilled, and your percentages are gonna be low as hell. Like, I'm just saying, my own transparency. You're not gonna get
you cheat. You looking for 100%. You just looking for a Band-Aid to cover that.
And you still bleeding. Like you stay bleeding.
It's temporary. It's temporary. You're just looking for, a quick fix. But I'm not gonna say, a lot of. Let's just say this. Like, when people cheat, most of the time people look at the person that's cheating. Right? Be like, oh, this,
all the time. Right. They all the time. They look at the person that's cheating.
I don't look like that.
Cheating. But I think everybody needs to be held accountable. So,
definitely.
So if you're, just say, being affectionate or whatever, things you require, and you've been talking about this for a long time, things that you require, and somebody comes around and they show you those things, but it's like you're not getting it at home, and then you see a relationship developing with another person. It's like, at some point everybody has to be held accountable, because if I'm telling you this is what I require, I'm not saying I condone cheating. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying everybody has to be held accountable. Like, if I know I'm not giving my husband any, and then he go out and get some from somewhere, I have to be held accountable for that. Because whether or not he goes out and cheat, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not doing what I need to be doing and he goes out and cheat, I need to take some responsibility in that, because I shouldn't have him out here feeling like he needs to get some from another woman. But on the other hand, you can still give a man or a woman everything they need and they still cheat. But to satisfy your conscience, if he goes out here and cheats, it's because he wanted to cheat, not because I did something that he didn't require.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is everybody needs to be held accountable.
But this is the thing.
Because the question is, okay, so if he go out here and cheat, well, why did you choose her? What is it about her? What is it that, that she's doing? Is it something I'm not doing, or something you require you didn't tell me, or something you've been trying to tell me and I just didn't listen, I didn't pay attention? Like, what made you choose her? Because maybe I'm off my shit.
Maybe you're not. And maybe you're not off your shit. Maybe they just like that girl. But at the same time, if you, how long, this is my thing. When you start saying you're not getting what you need out of a relationship, when did that start? Like, no, just in general. If that started, let's just say you've been married 10 years, but 7 years ago you discovered you weren't getting all what you needed out of your marriage.
So that goes into
and you've been having, but this is the thing, you've been having, let me finish. And you've been having that discussion for all of that time. It never happened. Right. You're not getting what you need, so you in turn go get it from someplace else. No, if you're not getting what you need, why the fuck are you there?
That's what I'm saying.
That's my thing. Like,
when do you leave? When do you leave?
When you pack up your shit and go.
Some women, it ain't that easy for them. Like, some women,
it's not easy
women,
for every.
Some women.
I'm sure it's not easy. I've never been married. I don't imagine.
I feel like a lot of people
to leave your marriage that easily. But if you don't leave, you're just gonna keep not getting what you need, and you're gonna keep that real toxic ass shit, or that cycle of you just going to get it from someplace else. Are you gonna do that for 30 years?
That's what I'm saying. When do you leave? Like,
that's on you.
In general, I'm just saying, like, when do you leave? Like, if you're tired of having, that's why I say, and I'm not saying I condone divorce or anything like that. I want you to utilize all your resources before it gets to that point. But for anyone that can walk away from a very unhappy marriage, I commend them, because it takes a lot of guts, especially if you have children. But I want you to exhaust your resources first. I want you to go to counseling. I want you to continue.
But what if they're not open to that? What if they're not open to the resources? Then what you do then?
Then you got to make that.
That's another issue.
I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. None
that's
of us
what, that's what I be thinking. Like,
we just wait. Let me.
It's like some people are
you be miserable. You be miserable forever.
Exactly.
Because guess what? You have control. You have control of your pursuit of happiness.
Wait, let's get a disclosure. We are not psychiatrists or psychologists.
No, we're not. We're not any of those things.
Right.
I'm the marriage counselor. I'm the marriage counselor.
Shakima is deemed the marriage counselor. But at this, I think nobody can give you a time clock for when you should leave your relationship, and nobody should. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never that type of person. Tell somebody, leave your girl, leave your man.
Like, do you wait?
But it's still on you. And you can say it's for the kids, but to me, kids are so smart. Kids are really smart. I feel like small children are not given as much credit as they should be, as far as what they recognize what's going on in their house. So when you say it's for the kids, I enjoy my kids being with their mother and their father and seeing all that, seeing us together, because that's deemed the ideal way of living with a family. But you want your kids to see your best self. So if you are miserable, that's really not happy for kids. You want kids to see a healthy marriage. You don't want your kids just to see y'all stay pissed, you're always arguing, you're in different rooms, you're cussing each other out, you're being disrespectful, everybody doing what they want to do. That's not healthy for kids.
Because
So I get that, but I would rather see kids that I would rather see a kid have two parents who are in a good space mentally, who co-parent in an amazing way, versus them being in a house in a fucked up situation. Like, that's just me. Like, I don't think that's healthy. Like, you want your kids to see you happy, because kids can feel when you're not. You think they missing it, but they're not. They're not missing it.
How to treat their spouse.
They catching it.
Right. You show your son how to treat his wife.
Right.
You show your daughter how to treat her husband based on how you interact with your spouse. You're right.
I agree.
You want
yes, you do.
Because kids are smart. Like, I guess I just know that from being around children, but they smart as hell.
Oh yeah, they know what's going on, honey.
They smart.
First of all, I know a situation where a girl left her dude, and them kids was like, "Mama, you should have been gone."
Oh God.
Because they saw their mom unhappy for so many years, and she's sitting there thinking that she's doing right by her kids, but her kids really was watching her suffer. And then when they separated, the kids was damn happier than she was.
They rejoice.
So,
and guess what? You don't want to hurt your kids. I know no parent does. But
no, of course not.
But they'll get the hell over it because they adapt.
That's why I say it's a pursuit. You know what? Okay, so do you think kids suffer more when they're younger and parents separate than when you have those people that stay together until after graduation, after high school graduation, and then when your damn ass go off to college and all of a sudden they talk about we getting a divorce?
We don't
Do you
live
think
together no more.
or do you?
It's like the wool, but I think some of them feel like that's the wool being pulled over their eyes. Like, how the hell y'all gonna do that?
Like, y'all was living a lie this whole entire time.
I think that kids suffer more when parents do that. When they're older.
When they're older. Because I think little kids, they just really adapt. And I just see that where people I know who have separated, even if they weren't married, but they were living together and they had kids. The kids adapt because they eventually be like, oh yeah, I like daddy, new girlfriend, she real nice. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, they will.
She buy me gifts.
She buy me gifts and she cook good. Like, kids will adapt because they start to see you're a lot happier. Like,
beat that whole up.
See, I don't want nobody around my kids.
Well, you better just always be with your husband, sis, because you can guarantee you ain't with a man, he getting him a woman, okay? You best to stay where you at. The hell you at?
And your kids coming home telling you how much fun they had with daddy new girlfriend.
Baby.
We had fun.
You gonna cry.
I know, like
they try to make you jealous. I'm sure they're trying to make you jealous, but
house is so cool. Like, it's so much fun over there.
I want to live with my daddy.
You know, kids.
Go ahead.
Kids ain't loyal.
Oh no, I never say go ahead now.
Yeah, I know y'all ain't gonna ever do that, but you know.
I'm gonna be like, you gonna be mad and miserable with me.
Stay with your man, and y'all ain't got to worry about no co-parenting, you know, issues like that.
I don't care how much fun you have over there. You better have it this weekend, because Monday you coming home.
On Sunday night.
You went like, let's just say you was if your son was like 16, you wouldn't let him go live with his dad?
No.
Oh, God.
Look, because if I've been holding you down,
no,
if I've been taking care of you up until you 16, and you got 1 or 2 more years, depending on how good your grades is, if you graduate early or not. But you got 1 or 2 more years with me, and then you can do what you want to do. No.
Next 2 years.
You staying with your mama.
That's an adult.
You staying with your mama, okay?
That's an adult.
With your mama.
That's right. You staying
And I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Go clean your damn
I
room.
still don't appreciate Charm not being on here because see, me and Charm had some really good conversations. But anyway, that's a random thought.
You and Sean.
Yeah, we have had good conversations.
What y'all been talking about?
All
We
kinds
need
of
some new topics.
stuff that people sang up to talk about with no kids.
Single people talk about?
With no kids.
Well, first of all, y'all act like we ain't never been single with no kids, though.
Exactly.
But it was a long time ago.
It really wasn't.
8 years ago.
7.
That's a lot of years, okay?
Girl, bye. I still know about that single life.
But she act like she just been out here in the dating game.
First of all, I know about that single life.
First of all, Shakima,
you gotta think about it.
Don't
We
come
didn't
for my
have
numbers.
kids
Don't
early.
come for my dating game. Don't come for my numbers. Don't come. I was, but you know,
We didn't have kids early though. We didn't have kids early.
Y'all didn't. Y'all had kids when y'all got older. But for me, I was just like a very angry person for many years, and I didn't even care to date, to be quite frank.
First of all, Viola, you was like abstinent with no sex for like 25 years.
Oh, forever. And I was okay with that.
And you know what? We always thought your ass was crazy for that. We was like, wait, you're not having no
Okay
sex?
with that.
You
Because I was angry. I was like a really angry person.
I want sex.
I didn't want sex either because I mean, you can just get sex, but I just didn't want to be fulfilled in any way. I was just like an angry ass person for a long time. But eventually I stopped being angry and
did you masturbate during those 25 years you wasn't having sex?
I'm not a heavy masturbator, no.
Damn.
I probably am now. But I mean I got to sex later, you know, and you know, once you restart the car, like it drives.
So you say you a heavy masturbator now?
I masturbate more now, you know.
But how many years you went without having sex?
Oh girl, I can't remember. It was a long time.
Oh, you can remember. You can remember.
It probably was like it was more than 8 years. It could have been like 10.
10 years with no sex.
Wait a minute. Was it that long?
Yes. I think it was.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna count it.
If you went,
because we was talking about you.
Yeah, if you went 2 weeks, that's a long time.
2 weeks, girl, shut up. That is not long.
2 weeks.
Oh, I can't wait for all of us to get on this doggone girl talk.
I mean, 2 weeks is not a long time, but I mean, I was an angry person for a long ass time.
Thank you, Viola. Me and Viola on the same page on this.
I was angry forever.
You didn't have sex for years. That's why you was angry, because you wasn't having sex.
That's not why I was angry, because eventually I got out of my anger and I was okay with not having sex, because I mean, I enjoy sex, don't get me wrong. I enjoy sex. I'm good at sex.
10 years though. 10 years.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying I enjoy sex, I'm good at sex, but that wasn't necessarily what I needed to fulfill myself. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years? That's how long?
If you went 10 years with something wrong with you.
It wasn't anything. Well, it was something wrong with me though. I mean, honestly, I probably needed therapy, but I didn't get any. I probably needed therapy, but I didn't get any. Like, I was an angry ass person. I really was. But eventually I found my happy space. And I got back to myself. I just wasn't having sex like that. That just wasn't necessarily what I was seeking. Like, I was okay with it. You know? I was. But yeah. I got back to sex.
Now you love it. You're good at it. What does it mean?
I didn't never not love it, but I was just able to abstain.
Well, tell me what it means when you're good at it.
That I'm good at sex? When I say good at sex, I'm good at
Y'all drunk, because I'm drunk.
When I say that I'm good at sex, I mean I feel like I'm good at sex. I feel like I know how to perform. I know how to get to a point where I am pleasured. I have mastered that. I know how to come. Like, I know how to do things. Like, I've learned my body. Like, in my older age, I feel like those are things that I didn't necessarily focus on when I was younger. Yeah. You asked. I do.
You're right. When we were younger, we weren't.
We were just like doing a lot of fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it wasn't like you were always worried about yourself, you know, like, but I've learned that
I wasn't doing nothing.
I like, well, you know.
I wasn't doing nothing. I was.
You know, after Dr. Oz, let me tell you when I wanted to get my engine back running. When Dr. Oz made a statement
I remember
for
that.
Oprah, is that if you don't use it, you lose it. And he was talking about like your clitoris, like your clit, and how it can get deteriorate. You need to use it. You want to keep stimulating that. And I was like, right. He said, what you don't use, you can lose. And I was like, well, my God, I don't know that. Medical girl, it's like you really need to, you know, it's healthy to masturbate. It's healthy to have sex. And I was like, well, I don't want to be that, because it was women on there who were just having a hard time even saying they were like 40 and didn't have orgasms and all kind of shit. I wasn't never trying to be that person. Never. They just couldn't get them.
Never. Wow.
And you know,
so you know,
I like to make sure I have them.
So
So
you probably had to go to the hospital.
I like to make sure I have them. So I ain't never want to be a person who experienced that. Like, you want to be pleased. Like, you don't want to be having sex just for the pleasure of a dude.
But you can still enjoy sex and not climax. Like,
you can, but you
Yeah,
still
you
want to be
can.
pleased.
That's
still
why I
wanna be
say
pleased.
it's a mental thing, y'all. I keep going back to it. It is a mental thing.
But I
if
like
you
the climax.
mentally connected with your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, your boo, your babe, whatever. If y'all are like there, you don't have to have an orgasm. Like, you
But I
can be
want to
okay.
have it though. I want to. So
Yeah, of course you want to, but sometimes it can just be so good without it. Like, it could just be so good, and you just be like, I'm good. Like,
yeah,
I'm
it
good.
was nice. It
Like,
was fun. I had fun.
you take me over the mountaintop.
Oh, that's just such. It's a rush. It's like a thrill ride. Like, you just like you get to the top and then you drop.
I remember that Herbal Essence commercial.
Ooh. Oh yeah, remember
She
she
would
was doing.
she would put the shampoo in her hair, and
She was just so stimulated.
Oh my.
Whole body.
I like
yuck.
Yuck. I like to be screaming and hollering.
I love it.
Screaming and hollering. Oh gosh.
I just like to feel stimulated, like from head to toe. Like, you just want to be, you know. That.
So basically, the neighbors know your name.
Oh yes. Yep.
Well, I'm noisy.
Oh my God.
I'm noisy.
No, I don't need all that noise.
I don't want a quiet room. Like, it's weird. Then you just have sound effects.
Yeah, how can you be quiet?
Huh?
How can you just be quiet?
Quiet.
Who's quiet? I'm just saying the neighbors don't know my name.
Oh, you're not that loud. That's what you mean.
Right.
I get it.
Now, if you're my house, then that's different. But the neighbors know my name?
Or you y'all walk out the room at the same time, and they're like, hi. Like, call you by your first name.
Hey, Ty.
Hey, girl.
Well, look, which one of y'all named Ty?
You had fun. Let me stop.
Me.
You like, girl.
That's me. That was me.
Fun.
I'm Ty.
And first of all, don't be pulling out my ass in there. I was being abstinent. That was good for me though. I had a clear.
That's amazing though.
I had a clear head doing it. I was angry, but I had a clear head. Once you start back, it's like your head is not clear. Like, it's just cloudy up there. Sex makes you crazy.
That's why a lot of athletes don't have sex like before they have like
it just makes you. It's just kind of like
fight or something. Yeah,
It
Trust
has
me,
gone.
I
Like,
get it.
geez.
That's probably why I'm always so focused.
I
You
was
know
doing what
I'm
the
saying?
Lord wanted me to do.
So now it's the Lord.
Now, I ain't bringing him into now.
Right. The Lord ain't don't do
Because
it.
he might not be about what I'm about now, but yeah.
Well, at the
Mm.
end of the day,
Mm.
you survived it.
I survived.
Whatever there
it.
was.
I know.
I will
You
survive.
survived. You survived.
Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. And I got all my life to live.
Viola should definitely be a motivational speaker.
Child, I know what I ain't gonna say that because I don't need nobody
I
to
ain't
be
gonna do
calm.
nothing but bust them down, beat them down, let them know.
I know you ain't say that because when it comes to this job, everybody loves her because she doing everything for everybody.
Who?
Because all the clients love Fatima. Where is my girl, Fatima? they love you.
I know.
They do not.
We gotta stay on track, ladies. We've been out here for a long time, and I cannot wait.
Girl, I don't know how you gonna edit all of this.
I don't know how. But
You're gonna have to make this a 2-part.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you're gonna have to break it down because
You're
this
gonna
was
have to make this
long.
a 2-part.
in part 2. But I thank you, ladies.
Because everybody only
It was fun.
For an amazing night. It was definitely awesome. If you could leave,
I can't wait to take this shirt off.
With anything, what would you leave them with?
If we can leave what?
If you could leave the audience with anything, what would you leave them with?
Well, speaking from Miss Ty Carolina, aka Ty Sedona, aka Nikolai Beauty.
Ooh.
If I can leave any of the women with anything that have listened to this podcast, I would say this. You need a good girl circle. Because everybody is going to have their own opinions, ideas, it's just good having a close circle of girlfriends that you can bounce ideas off of. You guys can motivate each other. I ain't talking about no fake friends. I ain't talking about no fake homies, fake, whatever. Nothing fake. Everything real. Your circle can be 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, not 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, but a good close circle of friends that you can have that you can actually like have good conversation with and get opinions from a variety of different people in different situations. So I will leave you guys with that. I think it's very important to have a close circle of girlfriends, ladies.
I don't. For me, what I would leave people with, life is short. 2020 has proven that. So, pretty much whatever you're gonna do, you better just go ahead and do it. It don't matter what it is. If you want to try to have a baby, if you want to fly a plane, if you want to, whatever it is that you want to do or think you want to do, start working towards doing that because, we come in the world packing our bags. So, get it started.
Yes, I agree.
I would definitely agree with everything. Having a good circle of girlfriends, gold friends, a solid foundation of women that motivate you and inspire you and motivate you on a daily basis. Having a circle that is not jealous, that is not envious, but a good foundation of love. Like, I want to see you do good. If you do good, we all do good.
Right.
Like everybody use their platform to put everybody on. Like, nothing is a better feeling than we all flying a private, on a private flight somewhere. We got real estate properties all over the world. Like our kids are, doing good. We could just call one another, like, let's meet in Jamaica next Tuesday and stay till Sunday. Like those are the type of relationships that you want to have, right? That I'm manifesting. Having a good having a good support system. And if it's something, like you said, if it's something that you want to do the shit. Like hands down, do it.
The time is now.
The time is now. Like never before. Like if 2020 didn't show you anything, like you say, man, life is short. And the worst thing you could die with is regrets and opportunities that, a vision that you had that didn't come to life because you didn't execute it. Because remember that what you do for yourself is going to die with you. But what you do for other people will live on forever. That's immortal. So do it. If you don't do nothing else, just do it. Let nothing hold you back. Like, just do it.
I agree. Just do it.
Just do it. So that concludes our girl talk.
Girl
I'm ready to take off this shirt.
We're gonna do it. I wish we could do it at least once a month, and we just get on here and we just
that would be cute.
Yes, we just have girl talk. I love you, ladies. It was
love you back.
Thank you for not it not being robbery to come on here. We probably been on here like 3 hours.
Girl, we have been on here a long time. You got a lot of editing.
It's 1:07 a.m.
Hey, look, you might have to do a part 1, 2, and 3.
Probably so, because it's only like 50 minutes. So yeah, we got 3 parts. So we'll have to do a lot of editing. But shout out to Brandon Company and to Whitfield for this song, and shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me from day one. Your is unmeasurable, and I wouldn't be here without you. So this concludes the Say What podcast.
Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know?